all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away. Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!
Hello, 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 and welcome, true believers and newcomers alike, to this glorious Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you are in the world. It is beautiful here in Cardiff, Wales. The sun is shining, there's barely a cloud in the sky, and we've got a fantastic Lego set in front of us that needs finishing off. So my aim today is to finish off the Daily Bugle. Bugle. The Daily Bugle. And I'm so hyped. I've enjoyed immensely building this so far on the last 3 live streams. And I'm really hyped to get this done, get this finished, and get this on display. But you know, it's not something that I feel I can do on my own. So I've invited a couple of friends to join me. And first of all, we have the one, the only, the savior of the universe. He saved every last one of us. Flash Gordon himself, Mr. Sam Jones.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
It's really good. Do you know what? Whenever I say your name, I can't say it without going a wee bit Welshy.
Well, that's
George.
fine. I've got a bit of Welsh heritage in me, so it's all good.
So, yeah, even though he's an Englishman, he's got a little bit of Welsh in him. That's good to know.
Got a soft spot for Wales.
I realised you've got a Marvel poster behind you as well. It's Iron Man rather than Spider-Man, but, you know.
Yeah, that one's Iron Man. And then you've got the comic book covers over there as well, which does have Spider-Man on it. Oh,
okay then. We'll forgive you for that.
Thank you.
And, speaking of... I don't know how I never know how to segue into this, chap. Speaking of Webhead, speaking of forgiveness, I don't know. He's cool. He's blue. It is Spacetime Brick Studio.
Hello.
You looked really surprised then, like we just caught you in the middle of something. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Haven't gone to bed yet, so see if I can get through the stream. It's 4 a.m.
4 a.m. That's mental.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna bother inviting you today, just because I assumed that you would be asleep because obviously the time difference. And then I saw your comments in the chat before the stream even started, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I'll see if you want to join, or if you're just gonna lurk for a little bit." And you're like, "No, I'll join."
Yeah.
I need to come up with a better intro for you. Sam's name automatically invokes old Flash Gordon.
I don't know, something along the lines of all of time and space, everything that has ever happened or ever will. What do you want to build first?
There you go.
He writes his own description.
His own introduction. There you go. Next time, let's go. The guy that introduces himself and then just pass it on to you. You should have that at the start of your videos, man. You know, when you make a video.
I know.
Let's have a quick look and see who else has joined us in the old chat. So we have the Upside Down Brick. Hello, Lego Fun, Jack, Mrs. Kragle, and also we do have a new channel member. I got a notification just before the stream started, but I don't know if they've commented yet. So, new channel member, come on down, make yourself known so we can say hello to you and welcome you to our community, our gang, our group, our band.
Whoa. If they do, does that mean we get to do the thing?
We get to do the thing, yes.
Yes!
You live for that, don't you?
I really do.
The Upside Down Brick says, it's 3:05 a.m. where I am. What am I doing? Oh, you must be on a similar time zone to Space Time then. And Lego Fun, do I think you should get the set? Yes, I would recommend this set to anyone. I love it. I honestly do. I mean, I'm a sticker hater, and I can't complain about the stickers in this set because look how gorgeous the artwork is. And yeah, I do have complaints with it, like some of the minifigure choices. The minifigures are one of the best things about this set, but they're also not without flaw. So, oh, here we are. We have the new member. They've made themselves known. Hello, Cookie C. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a beard buddy. It's great to have you here. And of course, because you joined, well, kind of during, just before, but while we're live streaming, we have to welcome you the only way that we know how.
Yes.
Are you ready for this, Sam?
I am indeed. I'm ready.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello! Hello! I'm the way now!
Brilliant. Every single time.
We need to do a mock. We need to do a LEGO idea submission for the UCS Beluga Whale set.
Ooh.
How cool would that be?
That would be immense.
Upside Down Breaker is in Canada on the West Coast. Okay, nice. And they're currently saving up for this set. Hope to get it soon. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be around for a while, so I don't think you're going to miss out on it. One thing I want to correct myself on, though, I said that this minifigure is the same one in another set, and unfortunately, they just given him the angry clone face. They have given him the angry clone face, but I went on Bricklink to order the head from that set, and that set has the angry clone face as well. It's the old Sandman that had a different face print. So, yeah. Still disappointed, but, I thought I'd correct that before anyone else did. I'm surprised that we're 4 streams in and no one else has corrected me yet, since that was, like, one of the first bags. If I say something wrong, everyone just jumps on my back, like a big ape. Putting me down and gnawing at my hair, picking the flies on my beard. Not that I have flies in my beard.
So the Daily Bugle instructions still aren't available online yet.
Oh no!
Because I was like, I should start building a digital model of it.
Right.
So
you're gonna have to wait a bit.
Yeah. Usually it comes out release day.
Yeah, because a lot of people do use the digital ones to build, right?
Yeah.
There is the Green Goblin. Let me call focus. How's the lighting at the moment on this? I'm not.
It's looking good, mate.
There you go. I don't think this is exclusive Green Goblin. I think he came in one of the most recent sets, but it's my first time getting this version of the Green Goblin. Really cool. I did have a quick look, actually, on Bricklink to see how much the old Spider-Man minifigs are going. The ones based on the Sam Raimi films. I think they only really did them for Spider-Man 3. They did, I think, the Universal Studios or set ones before. They're pretty expensive. I was surprised at how expensive they were. I mean, I guess they're very old, but I don't know. I didn't expect them to be quite that pricey.
Those were the ones with the Jack Stone figures, right?
No, I think so.
Okay, because I thought there was a Spider-Man figure that was kind of weirdly shaped like Jack Stone.
Well, they have done one, yeah, but I was on the minifigures. So the last stream, I was really perplexed as to why there was a stud in the wall here, and it's because you put a spider on there. But I thought I was done with this section. I thought the next page would be a whole new section, but no. You have a little big freaking spider web. Can you imagine? That'll be funny if I come out of that elevator and I saw that spider web, and in a spider that size in comparison to my head, I would shit.
Wouldn't you just walk away and just go, nope?
I would get back into the elevator. I'm not even scared of spiders, but I don't like bugs that are bigger than the size of my face.
I'm with you there.
Lego Fun's gotta go now. Well, thanks for dropping by. Hopefully you can join us later if we're still streaming. Jack with the controversial opinion, Spider-Man 3 is the best. I kind of feel like he's just saying that to get attention. I don't think anyone thinks Spider-Man 3 is the best. I'm sure it has its fair share of defenders, but I don't think anyone in their right mind can say it is the best out of the trilogy. Thoughts, opinions?
I like the actor who played Sandman in that movie.
Yeah,
Thomas Hayden Church.
I like him. I don't like that version of Sandman though.
Yeah. Surprisingly, he was like the heart of the movie. Kind of wish they would have cut Venom out.
Do you know, my favorite part is when Harry is manipulating MJ and Peter to break up, but he's eating that pie. I kind of like him as evil in that way, but then he goes all silly. You know, they have the memory forget, then he remembers again, and then he gets scarred.
I like the butler.
The butler who somehow knew. He's like got a forensic degree in glider wounds.
I loved your father, Harry. And it was that night that I found out your father died by his own hand.
Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah. Honestly, though, I would have really liked if they had done the Spider-Man 4 that was planned, because I feel like that would have been Raimi sort of regaining control of the franchise. Like, I like the idea of John Malkovich as the Vulture. Completely different to the MC Vulture. He would have been more like the comics. I mean, I love Keaton as the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming, but he is like nothing like the character in the comics.
No.
In appearance and characterization. And we also would have had Anne Hathaway as Black Cat before she was cast as Catwoman.
Same character.
It is. Basically, Black Cat is a rip-off of Catwoman. And, of course, it would have had Bruce Campbell as Mysterio. Which I just realized I can't... Oh, yeah, that's Mysterio. Finally confirming the long fan theory that the three characters that Bruce Campbell plays across the trilogy are all the same person. Favorite figure from the set? I would say at the moment it is Punisher. I never thought we'd get a Lego Punisher minifigure, and he's done fantastic. Look at his big F-off gun. And Lego we don't do realistic guns or anything. No, we do ultra-violent guns. The other character who's close to that is Daredevil, and he's a character that I really wanted as a minifigure. I didn't say I never thought we'd get one, because as soon as they did this, the horn piece for Black Panther, I was like, that would work perfectly for Daredevil. And even though I've said before, he is a violent character, yes, he has religious connotations, being Catholic and that being an integral part of his character. There have been versions that I thought Lego could reference, more family friendly or Lego value friendly, if you want to. I never thought we'd get Punisher though. But yeah, I would say. But the only thing that puts me off Daredevil a little bit is the fact that his legs just look so plain. Now, granted, there's not a lot of printing they could do, but maybe the line for the boots or just dual molding, it just looks a bit unfinished in the bottom half. Jacker says, I've not seen any of the Spider-Man movies. Wow.
Wait, say that again.
Jack says, the one who said Spider-Man 3 is the best movie says not seen any of the Spider-Man movies.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay.
Rita's here. Hello. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Why don't I have any of those pieces?
What are you looking for, buddy?
I'm looking for a Technic pin, half with 2L bar extension, also known as a flick missile, according to Studio. And I know I've got loads of them because I've used them before. Oh, where's the Doctor Who spare parts? Here.
So what are you working on at the moment? Are you working on a mock whilst we're streaming, or?
I'm working on I'm doing test build of a particular thing.
Particular thing?
Which has been revealed in your Discord.
That is right, yeah. So if you're a channel member for Cut the Kragle, and you're on the Cut the Kragle members only Discord, you will have seen a tease, well not a tease, a sort of test render, if you will, of what Mr. Sam Jones is working on.
And it's going to be epic.
It does look really cool. I honestly, I was very, very impressed when I saw it. I was like, that is the bee's knees.
Oh, thanks, mate.
So I'm very, very excited to see the finished one.
There's
Hopefully,
dark glue everywhere.
Hopefully, I get a chance to build it when it's ready.
Yeah, you definitely will, mate. And you'll definitely get a chance to build all the others as well. You'll have to send Mrs. Kragle hers as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, because you've got a couple of projects up in the air at the moment, aren't you, that you're working on?
Yeah, I'm just
a multitasker.
I am indeed. Oh, there you go. There's the core, nicely packaged. I'll steal parts out of this because I'm not going to build this again. Because
What is that? The core that I built?
yes, it is. It's got a particular part in it that. There we go. That I really, really want right now. That might actually help me with what I'm struggling on this thing. Because I've designed something and I've gone, yeah, that's going to work really well. And then I've tried it and gone, oh, it doesn't work at all.
Well, that's why you got to do test builds, right?
Correct, sir. Absolutely correct.
I realised that you sent me some instructions to look over a while back and I haven't got around to it yet.
It's all right. I've told you. The end of June's the deadline.
All right. Well, I've got some time off work now, so I'll have to... It's been so hectic in the day job recently that I'm so glad to have some time off. But I know for a fact the time off is going to whiz by. I won't get half the amount of stuff done that I want to get done. And then I'll be left
nothing will arrive.
Well, I got a bunch of stuff downstairs that arrived today and yesterday. But I just know that I physically won't have enough time or energy to do everything I want to do.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, I'll be like, I'm so exhausted because I've tried to do so much in my time off that I'll need more time off when I feel like it, you know? Do you ever do that? It's like when I go on holiday, I don't really... I like relaxing, but I like doing stuff, particularly if I go somewhere interesting. But the problem is you can end up doing so much that when you come back, you're like, I'm exhausted. I need a holiday now to recover from my holiday.
Yeah, I know what you mean there.
Or vacation for those folks on the other side of the pond. I saw Space-Time looking really confused there.
Yeah, I was like, holiday.
He was like, what is this thing called a holiday? Is it a day with clothes in it?
I learned that as a child when I saw the stop-motion film Chicken Run.
Oh, yes. Of course.
They used the word holiday in that a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
That's a great film.
I watched the Shaun the Sheep movie, the second one, Farmageddon.
All right.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed the first Shaun the Sheep movie. The only thing I had an issue with, right, and you can tell how OCD or, I don't know what the right term is. Basically, you can tell what kind of person I am. There's a scene in there where they go to the town and like the power gets cut. Or it gets interference. And on one of the TVs in the shop window is footage from a Grand Day Out. The Wallace and Gromit, the first Wallace and Gromit short where they go to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
It's meant to be a nice little Easter egg because, it's Wallace and Gromit when they went into space, and this one's all about UFOs coming to the farm. But it annoyed me because I was like, well, Shaun the Sheep isn't the same universe as Wallace and Gromit because Shaun was the sheep that they kind of adopted in a close shave, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly when it is. Like, I think he must have left and gone to live on this farm or whatever. But it's in the same universe. So how is it that someone can watch a Grand Day Out on a TV in that universe?
I don't know, but I really want to go watch Chicken Run again.
Well, apparently they're doing a sequel, but the issue is now, because of all the controversy surrounding him in real life, they're going to recast Mel Gibson.
Wow.
Which I think is a shame because he was perfect in that role. But
Doing a sequel.
Yeah, it's a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just drawing a blank of what they would actually do.
I just want to do more Wallace and Gromit. Like, I know the original voice actor of Wallace is passed away a few years back, but he was starting to phase out. They had another guy who was doing the voice for like TV commercials and some of like the mini shorts, and he had his blessing, and he does a quite good job of it. So I would just love to have another Wallace and Gromit short because I enjoyed A Matter of Loaf and Death, but it wasn't my favorite. I think my favorite is probably The Wrong Trousers. Or heck, even do another feature film like Curse the Were-Rabbit.
So I decided to take the challenge of building a digital model of the Duel on Mandalore set that's coming out in August.
What, without any instructions?
Yeah, because it's not that big of a set, and I think I can figure it out by just looking at the pictures here.
This is one thing that kind of worries me a little bit. You build these columns, and they only sort of link at the top, but then when because they're just columns, can you see the flex there? And I mean, you're probably not going to push in that one, but can you see at the wall?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I just got to quickly pop downstairs to answer the door.
Okay.
Since I thought I heard
No,
my postman as well.
You two take over for now.
Okay. So, how can we make this crash and burn?
I don't think it's that difficult, mate.
Okay.
We can sort it. Yeah, I'm not happy with what I've done here. I don't know why I've designed something that just doesn't doesn't actually hold together.
Happens to the best of us. And the worst.
I need a shorter bar, I think. Or will it all fit around one of those?
Is this the project you just posted on Facebook as well?
I'm back.
Yes, this is the project I posted on Facebook.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good.
Well, we're
The-
still
Streaming
That
is
says-
here.
Thoughts on the What If Hulkbuster? It's such a disappointment, honestly. Like, we were all looking forward to getting a new What If set, and people were hoping it would be something to do with WandaVision or even Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And it's just another Hulkbuster. It's basically a recolor. I'm sure there is some differences in the build, but how many Hulkbusters have we had now? It's ridiculous.
I mean, as someone who's built every single Hulkbuster, it is actually a new build. But
yeah, Kragle.
as you,
I believe I just said I'm sure there's some changes in the build, but
right. I meant I don't feel like it's that like copy and paste of one. However, yes, it would have been nice to see. Well, I haven't seen any of the Marvel shows yet, but I would assume WandaVision has nice sets. Would have nice sets.
It honestly, I don't think anyone was crying out for another Hulkbuster.
I will agree with that.
I think people were generally kind of like, yeah, we get it with the Hulkbusters now. The Hulkbusters are basically becoming to Lego Marvel what Luke's Landspeeder is to Star Wars. That's kind of where I'm at with them.
Is there a Hulkbuster in the Advent calendar?
Probably. Let's have a quick look. Is that in focus? Yeah, that looks to be in focus. I think we're okay there.
I am excited for that Peter Parker, the yellow jacket in the Advent calendar.
Yeah, the Advent calendar has not wowed me either. I don't think none of them have wowed me this year. Like,
Calendars usually don't, though, for me.
well, for me, 2019, I loved the first Harry Potter Advent calendar. I thought the minifigs were great. I didn't mind the couple of duplicates that we had from existing sets. The mini builds were great. I just loved it. I loved the artwork that you had as the backdrop. Brilliant Advent calendar. Then the second one came out in 2020, and I get they were kind of set it around the Yule Ball, but really, apart from I think 2 minifigures, they were all stuff that you could have got in the Yule Ball set. So, and the mini builds weren't great. But the Star Wars one, even though it was based on the holiday special, which I didn't like, the advantage of that was that it covered a wide array of Star Wars, and it also had the cool Christmas jumpers, or the ugly Christmas jumpers, whatever you want to call them, and they were fantastic. this year, the Star Wars one is based on Mandalorian, but there's nothing new or exciting about it. The best thing is like there's going to be a new torso for Grogu in a Christmas jumper. It just
I guess there's a pram as well, right?
Yeah, well, that's an assembly. You can just get the instructions for that. But like the rest of the mini builds don't look really good. And then the Harry Potter one, or likewise, the mini builds and that look terrible. They've basically taken the exclusive minifigure from Diagon Alley and now made it available in the advent calendar, which is great if you can't afford Diagon Alley, but it makes Diagon Alley that little less special, especially since that was in the secret box, one of the final steps
Right.
of the Diagon Alley build. And then you have the Marvel one, which is probably the most interesting, but even then I'm not fussed on it. I would say that the Homecoming varsity jacket is probably the best thing about it, but that's not really saying much.
I don't know, that Iron Man snowman was pretty nifty.
But it's just a build with one. The only new thing about it is the plain white helmet.
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was disappointed when they revealed what the new what if set was. Why have I got one more stud than I should do on here? Why do they have so many long light blue string pieces?
Oh,
I mean, it's difficult to say because you haven't watched the shows yet. But there was definitely a lot more potential for cooler sets that they could have done that they've kind of wasted, I feel, with the what if set. I'm so confused with this now. What have I done?
file. Open. Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Well, this is either going to go terribly or this is going to go perfectly.
Terribly.
It's going to go perfectly, mate.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I don't know how, though, because... Oh, there's my Technic Axle. Did I do the instructions for this one, or am I going to have to wing it?
Wing it.
It seems that I am going to have to wing it, because I haven't made the instructions for this one yet.
For what now?
Well, all the part... that was the postman why I just had to dart off, and he delivered me another bricklink order.
Ooh.
But now I have all the particular parts to make a particular device that one would say emits noise.
Was it the girthy one?
It is the girthy one.
Nice.
Also, the only one I have actually done instructions for.
This makes no sense.
Well, you don't understand the girthy one?
Okay. There you go. I got it.
No sense to perfect sense.
I had miscounted, that's all. Hello, Ice Dead People 35. Great to see you.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I don't expect a massive turnout for today's stream because once again it was a very impromptu stream. I don't schedule in advance very well, and it's a weird time as well. But the missus is out. She's doing bridesmaidsy stuff with her bridesmaids, ready for the wedding. And I've got a set that needs finishing. So I said to Sam, I said, "Hey, you want to jump on a live stream? You want to buy some?"
I was there going, I'm not even out of bed yet, mate.
He was like, "Oh, I gotta go to a garden centre, bruv. But you know what? Like, I'll go and get the shrubs,
Bruv.
Yeah, I'll go get the shrubbery, and then I'll be right with you. Yeah, banging."
Do you know what? I am slightly offended that you think I sound that common.
I was trying to be ironic, but hello, Padawan Bricks, and hello, Jude Taylor. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a very chilled live stream. So if there's anything you'd like to talk about, let us know. You were just talking about the What If set. I think it was it Jack who asked us that question? Yeah, Jack. So what do you think about the set, Jack? Do you like it? I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to the idea of that episode seeing Tony. I forgot the name of the planet now. The one from Thor Ragnarok. Sakari, yeah. Seeing him on there. And obviously the Hulkbuster looks like it's built up of all the debris and stuff that is sort of dumped on that planet. But honestly, even if you just look at the trailer for What If, there's so much more that they could have done, I think, just from what little we've seen. And correct myself earlier, it wasn't even originally revealed as a What If set. It was revealed as a Disney Plus set. That's why some people thought it might be based on WandaVision even. There you go, that's an idea for a future series. And or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And instead, they've done What If, and they've done just another Hulkbuster. But, we've got Space-Time here defending it. He's getting his check in the post from Marvel and Lego there.
Yep. Because of my great influence I wield.
Well, you did say that you control all of time and space.
With great influence comes great responsibility.
Aha! Nice. I like it. So I'm guessing you're going to buy it then, are you, Space Time?
I buy almost every Marvel set, so yeah.
Wow. Do you have the Spider-Man bridge set?
The what?
The Spider-Man bridge set.
No, I should rephrase. I buy almost every MCU set.
Oh, okay.
Since coming out of my Dark Age, and which would be starting with Infinity War.
There's a difference between Marvel and MCU, I'd have you know.
There definitely is.
Hello, Black Series Supreme Nicole Sam. Also, Jack wants to know, how did the date go, Sam?
How did they go? Oh, yes, because that was Thursday night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. We ended up watching a TV series called War of the Worlds in the end.
Nice.
And we started watching that. It was
How'd it turn out for them?
not good. not good. Let's put it this way. I assume I'm not going to spoil it to an extent, but
I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say there was a war involving.
Mate, I wouldn't even call it a war. It was. We lost. There was no fighting involved. We lost. We lost hard.
Have you read the original book by H.G. Wells?
Yes, I have. I've got that as well. But yeah, no, we lost. We lost hard.
Also, Black Street Supreme Nicole Sam says, "How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you doing?"
How you doing?
And what do I think of Speed Champions? Yeah, I don't mind Speed Champions. It's not my favorite theme. It's very sticker heavy. Mainly, if I buy Speed Champions, I buy it for Mama Kragle because she's into sports cars and she likes building cars and stuff.
Ah, Mama Kragle likes racing, does she?
Yeah, well, she likes cars. She doesn't really watch any sports.
What did I do there? Sorry, I'm yelling at myself.
You trying to backwards engineer your own creation now?
Yes. You got to remember, this was all devised by the mind of a madman.
In a box?
He was certainly living in a box at the time.
Sorry, what was that?
In a box down by the river.
Wow. I think Spacetime just called you homeless, Sam. I wouldn't stand for that, bruv. Are you dizzy, blood?
Is you mentals?
Huh?
Is you mental?
Are you mental? No, man, I'm blessed.
So what did I put up there? Well, that's quite clearly a poll, but is that light bluish grey, or is that...
The fact this is your own build. This is even worse than when I'm like, Spacetime's going to me, what colour is this on the design? I'm like, it's your template. And he's like, I know, but I don't put the colour names on there. I feel like not knowing what parts you put on and your own mark is even worse.
Yeah, but it's the colour.
Colors.
Because the colour when you look at it in studio, it's quite clearly light bluish grey. But when you look at it in Instruction Designer, it could be white or light bluish grey. And I'm going, come on, I certainly don't have a white one, so it must be light bluish grey I've used.
I mean, even like in official LEGO instructions, the colours aren't always obvious.
I know, but at least when you looked at my instructions for the TARDIS, it was dark blue. There was no debating that.
Jude Taylor says, I don't know what I'm building in bag 5 for the Bugle. It's the build after the taxi. I think you go back to the Bugle for that. I think you have a little bit of a break for the taxi, and then you go back into it. I think it's around this bit. You might be building the office bit in the middle. What did you do today? Well, today is fairly quite new. It's only 20 to 12 here, so pretty much before this, all I did was get up, have breakfast,
Harass me.
harass Sam, schedule the live stream, play on my phone, and then go, oh crap, it's 10 minutes before the live stream. And then rush up here to get stuff done. My excuse was I was waiting for Posty to arrive because I thought he was going to arrive before the live stream. I didn't want to be up here when he came. As it was, he came during the live stream, so I left Spacetime and Sam in charge of the stream, so we'll have to see. I'll check back to see how well they did. They probably just sat there in silence.
Yeah.
Close to it. You weren't gone that long. To pardon a pun, you were quick as a flash.
Oh, crossing over universes. Yesterday I got Lego Marvel 76186. I don't know my numbers. You have to tell me what those are. On Lego Harry Potter, yeah. Black Series Supreme Leader Sam, you always say how long is the stream and when is the stream ending. Honestly, that is probably one of the most defunct questions you can ask of a live stream, because a live stream is kind of fluid. You know, people don't necessarily know when they're going to stop.
There ain't no stopping this train.
If you've got to go somewhere, you go somewhere. You know, I'm grateful for you dropping by, but I don't know how long the live stream is going to be, and I don't know when it's going to end. It will see how we feel. If we feel tired, or if we feel want to call it a day. If we finish the stream, if we finish the build early. I'm just here enjoying the ride, not really thinking about what set time I'm going to finish this. It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. You just asked that question a lot, so just letting you know for future reference. That's all, man. Don't worry about it. No harm done. Ooh. Is that a Venus flytrap?
Could be, couldn't it? It could be.
Isn't that the thing from Stranger Things?
The Demogorgon.
I suppose it could be.
He
Because
hasn't seen Stranger Things, has he?
You could do that, and then you can go, yeah, it could be.
Oh, okay, so Jack says it was the Marvel set Black Panther Dragonflyer and Harry Potter set Polyjuice Potion Mistake. Nice. Good sets. I've got the Polyjuice Potion Mistake downstairs in one of the parcels posted delivered, I believe. So, should be fun.
Like someone lives in Europe.
Yeah, what of it? 4 head of security.
I know. This is my great posture.
Well, technically, we're outside the EU now, so still part of Europe, I guess, the continent.
Yeah.
And they've just done a deal with, was it Norway, Liechtenstein, and what's the other country? Do you know, Sam? They did a trade deal with?
Mate, I haven't looked at the news in ages because it's depressing when all you just see is COVID this, COVID that. So I'm like, I just want to know about Brexit. I just want to know how long it's going to take me to get my Lego stuff.
No. I mean, whatever way you fall on Brexit, whether you think it should have happened or it shouldn't have happened, I think everyone can agree that it was handled piss poorly.
That I think we can all agree on, yes.
I mean, I just said, like, if I was in charge of doing Brexit, you know, I'm not a politician by any means. I don't really want to get into politics. We won't go into whether or not you think it should have happened. But if you're stuck with it, you're gonna make it happen. You're gonna make the best of it. Why would you spend years going back and forth with the EU, trying to hash out a trade deal, getting pissy because they're making you have a really crappy deal, and then after that go to other countries and say, hey, what deal can we do with you? Like, they said that because being in the EU meant that we couldn't do trade deals with other nations because that would basically contradict what we have with the EU.
Yeah.
Now, the EU, obviously, we're always going to make it difficult for Britain because they don't want the rest of the countries to say, hey, look, it actually works better if you leave us.
Yeah.
So they always were going to try and make it difficult because the whole point is that they didn't want us to leave. So why wouldn't you, if you knew that, okay, we're out, go to other countries who said they weren't interested in trading with us, hash out a deal in principle with them, then go back to the EU and go, hey, I know you want to make our lives a little bit difficult, but you also appreciate you do have to work with us. This is what the other countries are offering us. What have you got, you know?
Yeah.
Just from a negotiating point of view, you go with your strongest hand, wouldn't you? You know?
Completely and utterly agree.
I just like, you know, I've talked about this, people who are pro and anti-Brexit, and they've actually agreed as well. Like, you know, no matter what side of the fence you've fallen on, it's been handled abysmally. And I won't go any further than that, but that's just something that I wanted to get off my chest because I saw that in the news today. I also see it in the paper today, but it wasn't on the paper. It was on the freaking Google News Alerts.
So does does Scotland still want to be independent of the UK now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mess in itself. Like
They keep trying, bless them.
well, no, this is the thing. They voted to stay part of the UK, and everyone was like, great, because one thing is we kind of rely on Scotland to balance voting because Scotland is primarily Labour, or used to be. But since they voted to stay in the UK, they keep voting for the Scottish National Party, which main thing is to be independent. I know Scotland, or at least in terms of what the news will have you believe, and what the SNP will have you believe, wanted to stay part of the EU. But yeah, they voted to stay part of the UK in the referendum, but then since then have voted for the party who doesn't want to be in the UK. So
yeah,
the UK at the moment is a bit of a mess. But you know,
I mean, you could be America.
That's true.
You raise a good
We
point.
could have elected Donald Trump, couldn't we? We're getting into politics now, which I didn't really want to do. Dangerous topic. Anyway, so how about those Lego Star Wars Summer 2021 sets?
Oh yeah, I'm building the Duel on Mandalore right now,
Nice.
digitally.
I have to say, I really like the Mandalorian Starfighter set, but I will say, as hyped as I am to get an official Bo-Katan minifigure, although I know it's not the first one we've had, but get one myself, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, the Firestar Toys custom is a lot better. Same with Moff Gideon. The Moff Gideon one that I have is a lot better than the one that comes in the the light cruiser. I'm a little bit gutted we aren't getting Luke Skywalker in that set. I feel like that's a bit of a missed opportunity.
By the Imperial shuttle.
Huh?
You got to buy the Imperial shuttle for that one.
What, for Luke Skywalker? Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, okay. You meant the old set, the Return of Jedi version. Yeah, well, the Return of Jedi version is not exactly how he is in Mandalorian, but okay.
Pretty much, but yeah.
Yeah, because that's one I've already used when I did my collection video. But it's not perfect, but yeah, it's close. But also, the Cara Dune is literally the exact same one that came in the ATST radio. So I'm a little, it's like, they just have that many figure left over. Is that why she's in there?
Gotta get them out. Gotta get rid of them.
Mm.
Oops.
Hey!
Sorry,
Copyright strike.
that was a Lego commercial.
That's so fine. If I get a copyright strike, then I'll estimate the the revenue that I would have earned, and I'll charge you for it. I think it's more like 12 pence.
Yeah, I was going to say, it won't be a big amount, man.
You can send it to me in installments if you need to.
I probably will have to.
Oh, Jute has to go now. Thanks for joining us. Let's see now. There you go. Yeah, no, the sets are really good. I think it's a strong way for Lego Star Wars after a couple of disappointments. My complaints are just like being picky. The fact that because I've already had a Moff Gideon and a Bo-Katan from Firestar Toys Customs that are really good with excellent custom printing. These ones, they look good. They look really good actually, but compared to the ones I've got, it's like not quite as good. The Gar Saxon minifigure looks excellent. I'm really hyped for that. I really, really love the new Boba Fett, and I'm glad they have done a new design for him rather than just recycled the old Boba Fett. And he has arm printing as well, because famously, Lego have kept the arm printing on Boba Fett and Darth Vader for the more expensive sets in the past. The only problem I have is that I already have a Slave 1, the anniversary one, and I'm really happy with that. I don't really feel the need to get this one.
And is Fennec in the light cruiser?
Yes, she is, yeah.
Why is she in that set and not Slave 1? Was she
I mean,
the cruiser in the
she was on
finale?
the cruiser, yeah, because the strike team that went on there was Cosca Reeves, Bo-Katan, Cara June, and Fennec. It was like the all-girl team.
Okay, I couldn't remember if Fennec went with them or not.
She didn't have that helmet, though. She only had that helmet in the first series of Mandalorian. I think she has it in a Bad Batch, but that's why I reckon she has it, because I think she'll probably pop up in a Bad Batch.
Oh, she's in the Bad Batch show?
She was in the trailer, and she had it on. I don't watch the show, so I don't know if she's in the series yet, but yeah, she was in the trailer, and she had that helmet on, which she had in season 1 of Mandalorian. So I'm guessing they've done the figure with that so that they can reuse it in a future Bad Batch set.
Okay.
That's my suspicion. She looks like a cool figure. I'm gonna get the Light Cruiser set because I just want it anyway. I'm definitely day one purchase going to get the Mandalorian Starfighter because I wanted that ship. I didn't want to pay for the old one because of the resales prices. And I do want the Gar Saxon. And I want the Bo-Katan, even though I've got, I think, a better one. But the Slave one, it's weird because it's halfway between, I think, the Slave one that came in the Betrayal on Cloud City set.
Yeah.
Halfway between that and the anniversary one. And I know a lot of people who didn't get the anniversary one because they had the UCS Slave one. I didn't have the UCS Slave one. I missed out on that. But
the anniversary one's great.
I'm more than happy with the anniversary one. I think it's a great set. And I don't see the need. There's nothing about the new one that makes me want to get it. Huh?
Oh, he's back in a sec. Postman.
Oh, okay. There's nothing about the new one that makes me think I need to get this one as well. The only thing would be is Boba Fett. There's only too many figures in this set, which is, I guess, fair enough. The price part, I would have liked to see free. I think if it wasn't Star Wars, you would have got 3 minifigures in the set. But you have Boba Fett, which is new and exclusive and a gorgeous minifigure. And then you have Mando in his Beskar armor, which one I already have from the Trouble on Tatooine. 2, he's also in the light cruiser one. The only thing different with this one is the spear, which isn't really, it's not a brand new piece, and he has it in the light cruiser set as well. So if I get that set, it'll be getting it purely for Boba Fett, which is kind of an expensive purchase then,
So I guess for me, I have the fortunate use of bricks and minifigs where I can just sell stuff I don't want at somewhat of a decent price.
Did you sort out the fact they sold you some fake Lego?
I already got that resolved. I got to get a new piece, and then they went through and pulled out all the fake pieces I informed them about.
Oh, okay, cool. So they're back to sponsoring you again now, are they?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they didn't even like question or ask what was wrong about it. They just trusted my word that I told them it was fake, and they, trust me.
I mean, they could have seen it for themselves, right? Did you actually take it back with you, or?
Yeah, I took it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It was probably just an oversight on their part. Like if it was in a,
So yeah, the stuff that they throw into bulk bins for the figures, they usually somehow get a bulk quantity somehow from somewhere, and yeah, I don't know what happened, but they pulled it. So
yeah, I mean, I could get the set and then just have the pieces in my collection. I could try and sell the set without the minifigure on eBay because people do that. It's just a lot of faff. I'd probably end up going on Bricklink or something, just getting the minifigure that way.
yeah,
I just wish there was a set that I liked the look of. I mean, I don't mind the look of this side one. I just don't need it. But I wish there was another set that he was in that I could purchase.
they'll probably come out with a Jabba throne at some point.
Yeah, probably after I paid ludicrous money for the minifigure. Something's not right here. Why is this not lined up properly?
So I'm surprised how I'm actually doing a really good job of being able to rebuild this set from just pictures.
Well, it's not the most complicated of builds, though, right?
It's not, but it's still a fun challenge.
Yeah, I get that. This brick is slightly the wrong way around. I gotta turn it whilst it's still in there. Yeah, I'd probably get that set because I want the new Darth Maul. I don't have that Ahsoka figure. I think that figure is actually deeply flawed version of Ahsoka because like the Mandalorian headband is up way too high. It should be on her face.
Yeah.
Like the tendrils are too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of flaws with it. Again, I've got a custom one. It's not custom printed. It's a purist custom from Firestar, which I think is a little bit better, but it reuses existing pieces. But I will get that one because it's a cheaper set. I wasn't going to get the tank set just for her. Although having her clone trooper would be cool. I can't believe that they've only released one set with her troopers so far.
And
that only comes with one of them, you know?
Yeah.
I almost feel like this is the wave that should have come out last year. And I wonder if it was actually meant to, and because of COVID, it got pushed back or whatever.
I think so.
Because, it has Clone Wars Series 7, it has Mando Series 2. It just feels like this is the one that probably should have come out last year. Maybe not last summer, but definitely fall last year. This is all the kind of stuff that I expected to see coming out when we had all the Star Wars and Disney Plus stuff last year. Are you going to get all the sets then, or is it just those two that you're looking for?
I need to look at the whole wave again, but I don't know. I really want all the Jurassic World, all the Star Wars, and all the Marvel this summer, and I was telling myself I needed to cut back this summer.
Did you do that last time as well?
Yeah.
You're not good at cutting back, are you?
Well, at least I'm going to cut back through the month of June because there's something new coming out for us. So June and July, I mean, technically I can go June and July without buying any Lego. So
right.
I got that going for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one to talk. I said I was going to cut back, and I've spent loads this month. For me, I'm going to get all the Jurassic World sets apart from the Baryonyx boat one because I recently got a Baryonyx. I prefer the color scheme on the one I've got, and the boat set doesn't do anything for me. But the other three I'm going to get. So I'm getting Mrs. Kragle's going to get the fossil one. She's Bagsy that one. But I'm getting the other, was it 2 sets? Is it?
Yeah, there's a total of 4.
I mean, I'm most hyped for the 4+ set just because it has those printed tiles with the Jurassic Park logo on them, and I'm going to customize that Jeep to make it more accurate to be a Jurassic Park Jeep. So the hype is real. Plus, like, also get a couple of dinosaurs that I haven't got yet because I do want to get one of every species of Lego dinosaur that they've done. Is that right?
No.
What's happening, Sam Jones?
I'm getting way too excited.
Oh, that was excitement? That sounded like you were upset.
No, this is like uber cool excitement.
We do read the chat. You've commented about like 5 times within the space of a minute. But hello. I have not seen Hot Flies. I don't know who that is. Who is Sam Jones? He is the person on the right there. Hi, Brixel Pixel. I haven't seen you for a while. Brixel Pixel has one of the coolest names on YouTube. I love how that rolls off the tongue.
I can't figure out how they're doing that.
Drastic times for drastic call for drastic measures.
Oh dear.
Pair of pliers on Lego.
You're using pliers on Lego. That's going to turn the plastic up.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's been done.
Oh my god.
It was. I only needed to get the bar out, so, and there's a good reason.
Oh god. Can we see the state of the bar? Is it like mangled now?
No, it's fine.
Show us the bar.
You don't smash
Show us
the
the
bar
bar. What have you done to it?
to do this.
Yeah, but where is the actual bar piece?
Oh, the bar piece is back in the set. It's here.
I reckon it's all mangled. You're hiding it. Murderer.
Oh, there you go. It's fine.
Oh, look at it. It's massacred.
It's absolutely fine.
What did we do to it? Hello, Pink Gamer. Accidentally people says, oh no. Oh, man. Massacred.
What you
Lego
failed to
Daily.
notice was, though, Kragle, is this. Is it extends.
Ooh. Can you tell what it is yet?
I think because I've started at the top, I think everybody will be able to tell exactly what it is.
You say that, but I put it to the chat if they can tell what it is that you're building there. I just accidentally touched my glasses. Now I got big thumbprint on my lens. How rude.
I see dead people will know what it is.
Yeah, well, they're in the Discord, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you want to be the Discord, all you gotta do is click the join button and become part of Cut the Kraggle's channel members. You get a whole bunch of exclusive perks, including a amazing beard icon next to your name, custom emojis. There's also 2 different tiers, which include access to members-only live streams, members-only polls, and a members-only monthly vlog video, which I have to edit this weekend. I got so much footage.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it as well, actually, just because we filmed so much stuff. We went down to the arcade and everything on there. And it also has footage of me getting my COVID shot at an old Toys R Us. It has Lego Ninjago in it. Oh, I clean these glasses. Oh, my word. I haven't got the actual wipes. I'm just... I'm sure we were talking about Shaun the Sheep earlier on.
Yeah.
The sheep.
I just realised I've got a Shaun the Sheep t-shirt on.
Oh, wow.
It's from QWERTY, and it's actually a recreation of the poster of Shaun of the Dead, but it has Simon Pegg replaced with Shaun the Sheep and all zombie sheep around him.
Brilliant.
I've got a couple of Shaun the Dead parody t-shirts. I've got one that says Shaggy of the Dead, and it's got Shaggy as Shaun and Scooby as oh, I forgot his name now. Ed, Nick Frost character.
Wait, you're into Scooby-Doo?
Have I not mentioned that before, Space Time?
No.
Ah. Apologies. I like how this is all going together. The damage. That's really cool. Just got nowhere to prop it up at the moment. Stay. No! Stay. Good. I have this one thumbprint or knuckle print right on my lens I can't get off. I should go upstairs and get the actual cloth for it.
That goes there, doesn't it? Yes.
Oh, Tinny Seen in 109's here. Say, hey, Kragle, I was waiting all day yesterday for you to stream. Keep up the grind. Yeah, sorry about that. Quite busy yesterday. I did want to stream yesterday, but just had a lot to do. Work was really tiring. And then Mrs. Kragle's sister came down, so I went to spend time with her. And yeah, before you knew it, it was very late. Too late to stream. But I'm here now, and you're here now, so great to have you here. First. Oh, I see what I've done. That's fine.
Why did I build this?
Because I bullied you into it?
Yeah.
I didn't really bully you. I
No,
convinced
you didn't really.
No. Who is Mrs. Kragle? She is my fiance. I'm guessing you are new around these parts. What wave of Ninjago was it? This big block Ski Gaming. What wave of Ninjago was what? I'm confused. What do we say about Ninjago?
You were getting vaccinated next to Ninjago.
Oh, yeah, well, you have to watch the vlog. There's a little bit of tease for the vlog. They used the old Toys R Us for the vaccine center. I'm sent from the lands of Sarah Starbricks. Oh, hello, welcome, welcome.
Heard of that place.
Yeah, Sarah's awesome. And Mike too. We like Sarah and Mike. They're good peoples. Oh man, this is a bit chanky. This connection. What's that? Why is that? Ah, there's a lot hanging on a very loose connection here. I mean, I guess that's part of the point. 'Cause I think you're supposed to be able to knock this out. But there we go. What do we reckon so far?
Looking good, man. Can you tell what bit I'm on yet? If I turn it up this way, and I said this is the bit that Joe Chambers helped me with indirectly.
Happy birthday, Paul. It's Paul's birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Do we not have a video?
We don't have a happy birthday video now. We should do.
Oh.
Who sings that?
Kragle. I don't sing. If I sung, I'd break the stream.
Pink Gamer, I also saw you in a Sarah Starbrick stream as well. That's awesome. Yeah, I try to pop by Sarah's streams when I can. That song is copyrighted. Yeah. Oh well. I didn't sing all of it. I think I sung the little bit that you're allowed before the copyright police come after you. Maybe. It's actually the proper happy birthday to you is the one I think that has the most controversy about being copyrighted, isn't it? That's why in Frankie and Benny's it was cheaper for them to get the copyright to congratulations instead.
Congratulations, it's your birthday.
No, it's congratulations and celebrations. Do you know nothing, Space Time?
I
don't think they have Frankie and Benny's over there, though, do they?
Well, they have Cliff Richard, right?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of just said, yeah, you deal with him.
Oh, really? Big Blocks Gaming says, I went to my local entertainer and found they had absolutely no Lego at all, replaced with Playmobil.
Wow.
That's insane.
Dark times.
That is not good.
No Lego. That's crazy. Mrs. Kragle's sister said that where she lives, she came back. She went to their entertainer, and they only had one shelf of Lego. They used to have a whole Lego section. I actually worked in an entertainer in Cardiff for a bit. It's one of the worst ones I ever had. I used to like the shop when I was a kid, but honestly, it's gone to the dogs now. It sells this crap, the one in Cardiff anyway. And they treat the staff awful. They did when I was there. This is years ago, but when I popped by, it doesn't seem to have improved. But I remember they were getting pissy because they were saying, well, the Disney store is going to start selling Marvel stuff now because when they bought over Marvel. Also, the Lego store was opening, so they're going to sell Legos. They were like, we're going to have way too much competition now. And I was like, well, if you will you charge ridiculous prices for stuff. That's what made Toys R Us go under,
That's what I hear.
Is that right? I feel like that's wrong. There we go. That looks better. There we go. Making the glider. Huh? The last time I went, they had brand new sets too. Yeah, wow. Crazy. And yes, I am from Wales. Wales.
Wales with
Say what?
No, not going to say it.
What are you saying, man? Are you insulting the homeland?
No.
You were saying earlier on that you have some Welsh heritage.
I do. Which I think gives me exclusive license I'm allowed to.
No, it doesn't.
That's like the excuse of, oh, I someone I know is Welsh, so I can make those jokes.
Yeah, well, we all know that Sam is a big. I was going to say racist, but that's not the right term.
Mate, I love Wales.
Yeah. No, you
I'm
just
actually
like
planning a
New South
visit.
Wales.
Pardon?
You just like New South Wales because your missus is Australian. They're not the same thing. I keep telling you this.
But surely they're just named after.
Oh, it's definitely named after, but what do you reckon to that? Pretty badass.
That's cool, man.
I'm a bit Welsh and American. Hope Wales can win the Euros this year. That's cool. What's the Lego store in Cardiff like in terms of popularity? I want to go up for the Ninjago brickheads, but don't want the risk of COVID. I haven't been there recently. Mrs. Kragle went there yesterday and said it was very busy. She got us the last of the Looney Tunes. But yeah, and said hi to some of the folks that we know. I love the Lego store in Cardiff.
So you're known in the Lego store in Cardiff as well?
Oh yeah, I mean, I used to pretty much live in there. When I used to work in the city centre, I used to work there. I used to pop in on my lunch break, even if I wasn't buying anything, just to chat to the guys and stuff.
Wow. So you can't be surprised then when the Leicester Square store know who you are.
I was surprised by that because I never really talked to people in Leicester Square. I mean, I have, but not like, hey, I'm Cut the Kragle or anything like that, Just talked as I've been buying stuff when I visited there. Someone did say that they recognized themselves in the vlog I did when I went to the midnight launch of the Stranger Things set there. They told like one of the Cardiff store members, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he comes in all the time here. Like, yeah, he's like our friend." I actually have been in the store before in the kind of one when a newbie's not known the answer to a question the customer's asked them, so I've told them the answer.
Who else but Kragle?
I was waiting for that.
I want to do a full animation of that.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Kragle.
I need to redesign that because it's not working how I want.
Oh, really? Is that bad?
So bad. I think there's I think there is a piece missing that would make my life a lot easier, but
Why do I have this left over?
pretty sure I don't have another piece of that part or part of that piece.
Is that meant to be spare? It's a 1x2.
See, this is the old part. Why is it first? That frustration, Sam.
I'm worried now that I've missed out a bit. The spares I've got, I expected to have, apart from one.
Oh, mate, I did that loads on the Ecto 1. Get to the end of end of a bag and go, well, I know that bit's not meant to be a spare, that bit's not meant to be a spare. Where do these bits go? And I did it loads, and it's because it's black on black. Was always black pieces on a black page that I couldn't see. And I'm there going,
Yeah.
I can't win.
Oh, did you finish the Ecto one? He's hesitating.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even used this part in this bag. Well, I was saying that someone did say there was a part that was in one bag, but you don't use it into the following bag, so maybe this was it. Because yeah, I went through the whole bag, and this part isn't used. That makes no sense. Unless it was a spare from the last bag, and I just left on the table on an error. Oh, okay. Ah, wait, what? I got it. No, I got it. It was... Yeah, it was from the last bag. I didn't use it properly. There we go. You can fix it. It's literally just on the surface, so that's fine. Oh, crisis averted. Well, there we go. Just pan up a little bit. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks awesome, dude.
Ah, let's focus. There we go. Now focus. Looks like this will be down as well. I wonder why. Oh, it's just a bit how that hangs. I was getting a bit nervous when you see one bit that's not as tight, but sometimes it's just a discrepancy in like the gap between the bricks, you know?
Yeah.
Because that is all down.
That's why building on a solid surface makes all the difference.
But yeah, but you see that though, how there's more of a gap here, but everything is down flush. It's just how this one doesn't seem to snap in. I guess this one's not as heavy. This side's heavier, so I think that's why it snaps in more. But yeah, everything's snug. That is cool.
Can I share my screen for a second?
Huh?
Can I share my screen for a second?
Sure.
So that's the Duel on Mandalore set without the stickers.
Nice.
The only thing I'm not too sure on is this piece right here. I don't know how they did this texturing. I don't think it's this brick. But I am super confident that the rest of this is built correctly. And they even built this stained glass window part on a hinge piece so it could get knocked over. And then on this side of the throne, there's a drawer that has a blaster. But yeah, that's going to be ready to go in August whenever I get that. So it'll be ready for that video.
Wait, are you going to make a video?
I know. I've had the excuse that I've been working on my studio. But now that it's ready to go, it's like I gotta start making stuff again. So if you want to make yourself full screen again, you can.
Sure. Just I don't know. Is it just 2 back 12s? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I think this is going to be part of the. I feel, looking at the peach colours, that I'm going to build the spider buggy, which is probably my least favourite part of this set, because I just think it's silly. I know there's precedent for it in some of the comics, and they did like a reference to it in the Into the Spiderverse cartoon show of having him have different vehicles, but honestly, I don't like. I think it's silly Spider-Man having different vehicles, even if they can drive up walls. It's in the comics, but it's in some of the sillier comics, you know.
Yeah. I just got a notification on Instagram that Sir Ian McKellen was going live, and I missed it.
Oh,
I would have loved to have seen that.
Ice Step People says, looks awesome so far. Thank you. I am. I think it's actually really cool so far. Oh, Mrs. Kragle's not here. She would have loved this because I'm putting the Spider-Gwen minifigure together. Although they call her Ghost Spider on the box. And Mrs. Kragle's read the Spider-Gwen comics and says that in her universe, she's not called Ghost Spider. She's called Spider-Woman. She refers to herself as Spider-Gwen, and the comic is called Spider-Gwen.
Oh.
But yeah, in the comics, she's called Spider-Woman, but on the box, they put her down as Ghost Spider. But,
Can we tighten that? That's not going to get in there, is it? That's
pretty cool. I wish they had some, like, printing on the inside of her hood. But she's pretty cool. My first Spider-Gwen minifigure. The people there are always so nice. They let me stay after hours so I could finish building the Harley Davidson promo, so I decided to buy some more sets. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I missed out on that one when they did that little promo. What's your favorite Lego set? It's difficult to say. Favorite questions are kind of a bit of a taboo around these parts, if I'm honest, but I normally come down on the side of the Ghostbusters Firehouse. But it could be Ghostbusters Firehouse, Batmobile 89, or Temple of Air-Jitsu.
My favorite Lego set is Luke's Land Speeder from the Advent Calendar.
Mine, Saturn 5.
Saturn 5. It was only in the comics and merchandise too. Well, Ghost Spider. Really? Unless that was when she was... I got an echo somewhere.
Oh, I moved my microphone. Sorry.
Unless it was when she was first introduced, maybe. Because I know in the Spider-Gwen comics, she's called Spider-Woman. That's the ones that Mrs. Kragle has read. And she's read the ones where they cross over with Miles Morales as well. But she refers to herself in her head as Spider-Gwen. Because originally, Spider-Ham is like a figment of her imagination, rather than being, Spider-Man from a different universe.
So, I think we're going to go to bed now. I'm starting to crash.
No worries, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and hopefully next time I get up, I can see a completed Daily Bugle.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yep. Have a good day, everyone.
Catch you later, Space Time.
Have a good sleep. Bye.
Bye.
What a hero.
Oh, the Spider Buggy and other Spider Vehicles, I mean. Oh, sorry, I get you Big Blocks Gaming. So, yeah. It was only in the comics for merchandise too. Okay. I read your comment wrong. My bad. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they only put the Spider Buggy in the comic so they could have the merchandise for it. Yeah, I have heard stuff like that. I heard that it's one of those things like with Batman. There's been so many different versions of Batman that if you pick a really stupid version, you could probably say, oh, that was in the comics, and it was probably like for one issue or whatever. That was never meant to be taken seriously, or was one of the ones that people don't really acknowledge. But yeah, I don't like Spider-Man having different vehicles. I loved how he had that lair that was basically a Batcave into the Spider-Verse, because it made sense in that sort of universe. But I always think like him having different vehicles was always a joke. And maybe its inclusion here is a reference to that being a joke. I don't know, but to me, it's almost a waste of piece count. But it's one of the few criticisms I have with this set. I mean, I adore this set so far. I think it's fantastic. Really, really enjoying it. Any set that makes me enjoy the stickers is doing the Lord's work, shall we say. Why is that not turning? Oh, there we go. Because I hate stickers, but the artwork on it is gorgeous. I'm wondering if the designer who did the stickers for this set is the one who designed the screen in the upcoming Darth Vader meditation chamber. Excuse me, because I'm pretty sure that's a sticker as well. But the screen that's in there, where you see Darth Vader choking the Admiral, just looks very. I don't know. It just has the same feel of these giant TV screens to me. And once again, discoloration there on the one piece. Weird.
Very weird.
Exact same piece as well. So whether it's that particular plastic used for that one, who knows? So are you changing the build then for the screw? I almost said then for the secret project.
Yeah, there's a few bits I've got to change on it because it's not as solid as I want.
I just realized I missed a comment earlier. Sorry. Pink Gamer says I got the original Jabba's sale badge for only £60.
Oh, good effort.
Nice. Was that sealed or pre-owned? I mean, either way, it's still a good deal.
It's very good effort.
I don't think anyone in the chat even took a guess at what you were building, though.
No.
It's weird. I actually, the other day when we streamed, I thought there would be like no one in the stream, and we had quite a good turnout, surprisingly. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
And this time I gave a little bit more notice, and it's on a Saturday where I feel like more people are not in work or school, and we have fewer people watching. That's not to say that I am not grateful for each and every one of you that's watching. In fact, it makes me more grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us and hang out with us. And if you do have anything that you would like to talk about, let us know. If you have any questions for Mr. Sam Jones, fire them away. We'll do our very best to answer them.
That's a bit more solid. That will work.
That's a bit more solid, bruv, isn't it? I think Big Blocks G Gaming has got it. The Sonic, secret project.
Could be right. You could be onto something now. I don't know.
Noah's Lego Productions says hi. Hello. Thank you for joining us. It's great to have you here. I think at past I might play the special advertisement for memberships. The clip. Because I know you like that clip.
Yeah, I think it's a good clip. Good clip.
So, if you don't know, I have channel memberships on Cut the Kragle, and some of the perks include access to our members-only Discord, of which Sam Jones is a frequent contributor and often shares teases and sneaky glimpses and test renders of the different projects and mocks that he's working on. If you'd like to see some of his stuff, you can also go onto his Etsy store Facebook page, known as the Brickkeeper, and I even did a video on his giant UCS TARDIS set as well, which is on my channel. But yeah, if you'd like to see some of his upcoming projects, hop over to our Discord. You just got to hit the join button. There are two tiers. The first tier starts for the low price of 99 cents or 99 pence in the UK. I also post teasers of my own upcoming work on there quite often and ask for feedback and let my channel members vote and give decide on stuff in upcoming videos. They basically voted on the ranking for my top 10 Lego most wanted Lego themes that Lego will never make video. They also voted for the final slot in the upcoming video that I'm working on with Spacetime Brick Studio, who just left. And we generally just have a great time over there and talk about all kinds of stuff. We're also writing a book together as a part of the community. So we'd love to have you there if you want to come and join us. Join us.
Indeed. It's a lovely little place where we all have a great time.
Yes. Where's that last one? Let's see. Hugo, but he is a communist. I am still here. Hello, Hugo. And Andy Yu is here. Hello. And Evan Sturm. Hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
Welcome
There we go.
back.
That's better,
Welcome
but
here. It's great to have you here. Did anyone get a notification of this stream, by the way? Because the last stream we were doing, people were popping in and saying, I never got a notification. I know Christopher says he never gets notification from my stuff, even though he's both a subscriber with notifications turned on and also a channel member. Oh, look at this. Hang on, the tiles get stuck inside those bricks. Okay, I had a bar piece handy.
right.
Does anyone else enjoy putting the 2x2 tiles down? I don't know why. I find it really satisfying. When I was
Yes.
timing off my arcade, my modular arcade mock, you know, I'd tear them back up to redo the position of the arcade games. I just found it really satisfying.
I know what you mean there, because I do as well. But even when I do stuff digitally in studio,
Yeah.
I'm like putting down tiles. It's like one of the best bits because they're going, I'm done.
I don't know. I don't really like doing like the tiny ones, like the 1x1s. It's probably why I wouldn't enjoy. I don't think the mosaic and stuff. But the 2x2 tiles, square ones, I just find it a bit quite satisfying. The way they go down, and they have that shine to them, and it looks finished. You know.
Yes.
And you said you got a notification. Just woke up and checked my phone, so I hopped on. Fantastic. That's the way. Good to have you here. A great way to start the morning. A bit of Kragle. I love the smell of Kragle in the morning. That sounds dodgy. That sounds so dodgy. I mean, I guess you could be referring to the super glue, so maybe then that sounds, yeah. We'll stop. I love the smell of Lego in the morning. That's better.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So we got a couple minutes, and then I'll play the clip then. Advertising the aforementioned channel memberships. I need to do a new clip. I was going to do something else, but it's been so hectic. So glad to be done with work for a bit. As I say,
I'm glad you've got a week off.
yeah, but, you know, it's going to fly by. You know it is. I mean, I can't believe we're in June already. I'm almost a week into June. Like, I totally feel like I'm still on standby mode for 2021. I don't feel like it's just... Yeah, it's just... I don't feel like we're halfway through the year. That's going to be 2022 in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I haven't heard back yet from my refund on 2020. I want a refund on that year, please.
Have you put one in on my behalf as well, please, mate?
Yeah.
Because
Recent disputes.
actually, no, I don't want a refund on it. You know, 2020 was actually a good year for me.
There's certain aspects of it, maybe, like being able to go on holiday or...
No, I got a girlfriend, so, you know, that's a winner.
I got a girlfriend, bruv, innit? Wow. How many girlfriends you got, bruv, innit? Innit, bruv?
How many?
I'm Sam Jones. I got a girlfriend. I'm going down the garden centre, got a shrubbery, aren't I? Bruv. Are you dizzy, blood?
Oh, wow.
You gotta go get some chrysanthemums, innit? Get some compost from my tomato patch, innit? Innit, bruv?
Oh, dear.
It was so funny when you said, I gotta go to the garden centre. It was when you said, I've got to get showered and go to a garden centre. Like the two were integral to each other as well. Just made me laugh. If you put it that way, Kragle, then yeah, glad to be here. Fantastic. Big Blocks Gamer says, because of the minuscule marks where the pieces come out of the mold, I have to make sure they can't be seen, so lots of 1x2 tiles aren't always fun. Fair enough. And you says, yes, it's something about the smoothness of the tile that makes it satisfying. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I had a similar experience when I did my Scott Pilgrim mock as well. Have you seen that one yet, Sam? Because I know that was before we crossed paths.
That was before we were friends, but I feel I should go back and look at your work and give you some critique.
I know you said you looked at the... what was it? What mock you looked at? And you
the iZombie one.
Oh, the iZombie one, yeah. That's behind me in the glass cabinet, but I can't bring it out because there's all stuff in front of the glass cabinet.
Right, I'm going to carry on. I've done my physical building that I can for now, so I'm going to do some tweaking of some of the models, but I'm also going to go back to designing one of the big things I was designing because I got really excited about that the other day. I was like, yeah.
Is that the thing that you showed us a test of on Discord or a test render?
Yes. That had partially completed pieces on it.
I just realised we were too busy yapping. It's gone past the half-past point. We haven't played the clip. So for those of you who missed it at the start, here is our special high-tech advertisement for the Cut the Kragle memberships. It was directed by Sam Raimi and stars the amazing J. Jonah Jameson. No, stars J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Here we go. Here's the clip.
It's all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away. Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!
I want Spider-Man!
Fantastic.
What I really want is for you to join the Cut the Kragle memberships. Come and become part of our community.
It's a really great place to be. We're all friendly people. We all share all the cool stuff we're doing. It's just nice. Just nice.
I liked what Spacetime said the other day when he was on the stream. He said he had only 99 cents left to buy food, and he chose to spend it on Cut the Kragle memberships instead, and he didn't regret his decision. I thought that was like the best review you could get.
Yeah, and for me, I don't join channel. I subscribe to channels. I interact, but I don't join memberships unless people are cool. And I thought Kragle was cool enough that he was worthy of my 99p.
I mean, you're on the higher tier, actually.
I am now, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't initially, though. I think I made a conscious decision to go
Upgrade.
deeper into the well.
Yeah, I will say that I put on there that the polls are for the higher tier, which is true. But I do also ask for feedback, and we have had some voting polls open to the lower tier as well, just to get everyone's opinion. I always ask permission of the higher tiers first. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about doing a poll for this, but I'd like to get everyone's opinion. Are you cool if I open this up to the lower tier? Now, there's so many other people. They're always like, yeah, absolutely, whatever's best for the video. Let's get everyone's opinion on this and stuff. So.
Exactly. We like to include everybody.
And we also do live streams where everyone's on there. Again, the live stream shows is the higher tier one, but we've done ones where we've had all members on there fail. So if that doesn't start to you, I don't know what will. Oh my god. Plus also I'm a top builder as well. It doesn't make any mistakes.
Oh, you said it now, mate.
Well, I said that as I literally just broke that 4 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I just realised it's not gone back over to the chat. There you go. Johnny H says, "Gutted you don't like the new What If set, Kragle. I love the look of it personally. Can't wait for the series. Do you still think we'll get that rumored Captain Carter set with the Steve Rogers mech?" I'm not sure. I don't think I actually heard of that Steve Rogers mech. I know. I mean, I know the rumor is that the Marvel CMF series we're going to get later on in the year is going to be based on the Disney Plus series, and we're supposed to be getting Agent Carter. Well, again, Carter as Captain Britain minifigure, which I'm hyped for in there. I didn't realize there was a rumor of a set about that as well. That's kind of cool if it is. I mean, I would be up for getting that, depending on how cool the mech is. Honestly, I was just disappointed that we get yet another Hulkbuster. I mean, the color scheme on it looks okay, and I think I'm looking forward to the episode to see what that turns out like, having Tony on Sakaar instead of Thor. I'm really hyped for What If. I think the animation looks beautiful, and I really like the idea because it's basically what DC used to do with Elseworlds. Town stories like out of continuity and different sort of different scenarios that than what you know. The Marvel Zombies one looks really good. I love the shot on the subway with Bucky and the zombie Captain America.
Yeah, that did look cool.
Big Box G Gaming says, "I just finished Ninjago Sea Gardens, which includes 328 1x2 trans blue tiles." Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't built that yet. That's in my backlog. They only took 3 days. Fair play. And the editing is superb. Thank you. And it says they're sold. I'm guessing they mean in terms of channel memberships. Well, you hit that button. We'd love to have you here. Plus, if you join during the live stream, we get to play the special clip, the special welcoming clip.
We want the video.
I didn't get a notification, but was intrigued by the well-edited thumbnail for the stream. Oh, thank you. I actually thought that was one of my poorer attempts of thumbnails, but I think it looks okay. I think I could have done better, but originally it was a bit of a rush to get the first one out, but I wanted something that I could use for a series. I've had a bit of crisis of faith with my thumbnails recently because I've always been quite proud of my unique style of thumbnails and how I do them. And my click-through rate on some of the newer videos hasn't been as good as it was on my older videos. So I was trying to look at what I can improve on, and someone said to me that my thumbnails were too confusing. They said that they were incohesive, and that if you looked at them, you didn't know what the video was about. And they suggested I should go to the white void approach, which a lot of not just LEGO YouTubers, but LEGO YouTubers use, where they have just like a set or a minifig or whatever in a white void. I don't really want to do that. I have done it on a couple of stuff, mostly news videos. But it's that balancing act between taking on feedback and growing and learning about what works, whilst also staying true to yourself. And I feel like if I went and full on did the whole white void, I would be true to myself. But at the same time, I don't want to obviously turn people off. Oh,
yeah.
Echo. Oh, echo. Okay, it's fine. Because the thing is, someone might look at the thumbnail and go, "Oh, that's not my cup of tea," and not click on it. And they might actually, if they watch my video, really enjoy it. But I need to get them through the door first. So at the same time, I'm trying to figure things out about taking on feedback, growing, but also staying true to myself. And I want to produce stuff that I like. I don't want to just do stuff for views. And that goes not just for the content, but for the actual thumbnail as well. So, yeah. Hi, guys. I'm building the $160 Millennium Falcon. Hello, Liam. Great to have you here. Which one is that? Is that the $160? Is that the last episode 9 one from Rise of Skywalker?
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Kragle's got that one. I bought that one for her. It's a good Millennium Falcon. It's a good set. I like how the panels open and close on that one. Yeah, it's just that balancing act. I think all content creators have that, when they look at stuff and they're like, am I doing the best content? Am I still being true to myself? One thing I definitely don't want to do is just do something because everyone else is doing it. But at the same time, I also feel it's important to take on feedback people tell you. But you can hear conflicting feedback from different people. Someone might go to you, oh, that's the best thing ever. And then someone else might go, that's terrible. I would scrap that. And then it's up to you to, it's not a case of not listening to feedback. You have to judge, what you're going to take on board and act on.
Exactly.
And what, you're not.
It's the same for when we're designing mocks and stuff like that. It's exactly the same. One person might say that's the best thing in the world I've ever seen. The other person might go, dude, that's like terrible. What have you done?
Yeah.
And for me, one thing I value is, whilst I love my ego to be inflated every now and then, I do appreciate honest feedback. If it's not good enough, I'd rather someone tell me so I can sit there and go, I'll make it better, because at the end of the day, I do want people to sit there and go, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're the same on that, because I've only known you since the start of the year, but already we've become, quite firm friends. And I've given you, I think, constructive feedback as well. Like, I haven't just gone, that's awesome all the time. Like, when you were looking at the one thing that you're working on, or just working on. Yeah. I was quite honest with you, and I said, like, oh, that one part I think doesn't quite work. And I could hear the frustration in your voice, but also you did take on board, and I think you agreed with me, but it was just a frustration of, like, how am I going to get this to work? But you did
exactly. And
it looks the better for it, I think.
It does. And that's it. You sit there and you look at things and you go, yeah, I've designed it this way. Initially when you first do it, you go, I've done it this way because that's what works. That's all I can think of at this moment in time. And then you share it with someone else and they go, well, I think this might look better. And you go, oh, how am I going to do that? And then all of a sudden you do it and you go, actually, it wasn't as difficult as I thought. And yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I think it looks cracking. Like, I mean, I thought the one that you did was good. It was just that one bit stuck out to me, like my first reaction. So I told you, and you were like, well, I could hear the frustration in your voice. And I don't think it was like, but I was like, well, I'm honest with you. If you take it on board, great. If you don't. And then you literally came back and was like, okay, I've done this. What do you reckon? I was like, yes. Now we're talking,
Exactly. And this is it. Sometimes I always find that sometimes I just need to do a render, send it to someone and go, what do you think? Because either I've hit a block and go, I can't figure out what way I'm going to do this, or I just need a second opinion just to make sure before I commit to a load of stuff that I'm on the right path.
Yeah, because sometimes you can stare at something and you stop seeing it, almost, you can't see the wood from the trees. Just to catch up on the chat, Liam says it is the Rise of Skywalker one. That's a great Millennium Falcon. Big Box G Gaming says, usually YouTubers put little to no effort for live stream thumbnails, but the colours for Spider-Man and general composition is very well done. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot. Thanks for that. I'm glad that you picked up on that as well. Liam, someone said, I just got it from my end of school year present. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's a cracking set. I know Mrs. Kragle really enjoyed building it. It's got a decent selection of minifigures as well, to be fair. Loved Old Man Lando. Brixel Pixel, I forgot to tell you that I'm building a 2005 Anakin Starfighter. Very cool. And Liam Simon, I'm on summer vacation right now. So, very cool. And we're about to start bag 13. Unlucky for some. This one has definitely got some Sam Raimi influences, because this bag includes John Jonah Jameson and also Betty, I've forgotten her last name, his receptionist.
Oh, yeah.
On the name. Quick, you go on Google. Normally Sam's on Google trying to pretend that he's not coming up with the right answer. It's on the box, but the box is on the other side of the room. I've just got the little, the white inner box. I've got that filled with bags right next to me. Well, I took all the bags out. I don't know if you do this, and I rearranged them in the right order. So I put the highest numbers at the bottom of the box, and then lowest at the top.
Betty Brandt.
Betty Brandt. Played by
Oh, now you're asking.
the thing is, I know her because I like the actress. I used to have a massive crush on her.
Oh, we talked about this last time.
Yeah, and I've forgotten again. I'm literally just watched the episode of Scrubs where she, where JD finds out that she didn't, she lied about the baby.
Yeah, and her name is, come on,
I'm drawing a blank.
Elizabeth Banks, mate.
Elizabeth Banks. Do you know, I knew it was E. I was thinking it's not Emma. I was just like, yeah. But her minifig, I think, does look like
her.
Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, it looks more like Elizabeth Banks than the Spider-Man or sorry, the Peter Parker minifigure or the Gwen Stacy one. I think it's quite cool.
Ah, okay.
She was quite a big recurring character in the Sam Raimi trilogy as well. But yeah, the Gwen Stacy annoys me no end. It's not Gwen Stacy, and then you got Peter Parker using the freaking Ant-Man face again, and also Jack's jacket from Inside. Oh well. Not everything can be perfect. Let's pull focus again on this. This is a great little webcam that Mrs. Kragle got me. I just wish it had autofocus, but I think it would have jumped up by now. Another 200 quid or something. Oh no, it does have autofocus on it. Actually, tell a lie. But if you use it on StreamYard doesn't seem to pick up on it.
Oh.
I think if it picks up on faces, this webcam, I think anyway. So I think it wouldn't necessarily work by just holding up something on there. So it's much better because I used to use my phone. I used to have my phone on a little tripod with this app, which used to send it to StreamYard, and then the StreamYard would send it to YouTube. And what used to happen is the longer I streamed, like there used to be like a delay, so it would drop frames. So it ended up I'd be knocking on this like that, and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, you'd hear the tapping. It was like, what? Big Block Street Gaming says, I have a big backlog building up, but I have to revise for mocks, not the Lego kind, unfortunately. Oh, okay. I'm just mock exams. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a massive backlog. I can't believe I still haven't built the Batwing when I bought that day one. That's crazy. The rule was that there was a World War II set. For Captain America and Steve Rogers in an armored suit, so I was surprised to see this car Iron Man one. I'm guessing the Mac would have been the same as the new Iron Man set. Oh, the Ironmonger. Yeah, maybe. Something like that. Okay, interesting. And Simon's on bag 2 of the name Falcon. Is that... I don't know if that's in focus or not. I've got the sunlight coming in quite badly. Let me know when it's in focus on the brick. There you go. That's a bit better, right? That sharp?
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Cool.
Looks great.
You said that. You didn't even look. I was like, yeah, mate, looks good. Like, your bruv. Looks awesome, isn't it, bro? Oh, I just stopped the piece. Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Yes, bruv. All good, bruv.
All good, bruv, isn't it? And here is Jonah Jameson, which I can't bother pulling focus again. I could. Go on. Why not? Only live once. That's cool. And I love this. This one about the reference to Sam Raimi. Oh, he has the web on it. From me, when the Green Goblin comes, and Spider-Man webs him and says, "Hey, let mum and dad talk." Yeah.
Well, I've been sat here when we've been doing these streams. I'm sat there going, I really need to find a place I can watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, he's bringing back so many memories. I'm there going, yeah, I just want to watch them now.
I really, really want to play the Spider-Man video game.
Yes, yeah, you did say.
The one that was based on the old 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
I found some emulators online, which I can get on my laptop, but ideally I'd like to get something I can use on the Xbox or something, because I want to play with a controller.
Yeah.
And some of these ones just look a bit dodgy, these sites. I probably will end up getting it from there or something. Surprised they haven't re-released it as some, on an Xbox Arcade or PlayStation Store or something like that,
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, this definitely gives me Sam Raimi 90s cartoon Spider-Man vibes. And I think that's intentional. I think there's probably Easter eggs in this to all of it. Like, there's obviously got the Spider-Verse characters in here as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen any obvious MCU Easter eggs yet. Maybe just a couple. I mean, the fact that John Jonah Jameson's on a big TV screen is kind of reminiscent at the end of Far From Home, right? So,
yes, it is. Yeah, I would say it is.
if I finish this biology paper, I think I'll treat myself to either open an Ninjago Dragon or the Iron Man Armory expansion. Cool. That minifigure wants pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I want Spider-Man! I wonder how they were going to do John Jonah Jameson in the Amazing Spider-Man films, because in the second one, there's a very brief scene where Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker sends an email to J. Jameson, and like he replies back and says, "Wrong." You ever see him?
Yeah.
I just wonder like how they were going to do that, because I think they were going to have him in the third film. Obviously, in the MCU, they've brought back the same actor,
Which I think was a masterful decision, to be honest.
That's the what? What'd you say? Sorry.
I said I think that was a really good decision.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's obviously a different version of JJ than it's not meant to be the same one from Sam Raimi, but it kind of reminds me of during James Bond when they rebooted James Bond, but they kept Judi Dench as M. But the M she was playing is a different version of M than the one that was with Pierce Brosnan. You know.
Yes.
Even her character is a little bit different personality-wise. Plus, also this one says that she worked in the Cold War, whereas the one in Pierce Brosnan was supposed to be a replacement. She came in after the Cold War, you know. So, yeah, I think it was a good decision. It was shocking to see JJ without hair though, or with only a little bit of hair. I'm so used to him having the hair before. This is an interesting build for the desk, gotta say. I don't quite get that bit. What? Oh, I get it. Okay. I see what you mean. Oh, I got a sticker coming up. How rude. How dare they? There's a clear sticker as well, and Mrs. Kragle's not here. And it's a little tiny one. Normally, if there's tiny little stickers, I get Mrs. Kragle to do them. But they were saying that she did the big ones on this as well, because she generally has better sticker skills than me. I just get I just get peed off with them.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I didn't put every sticker on to Ecto 1. I left the rust ones off. And
yeah, that was on purpose. I didn't want it looking rusty. I know it won't be accurate to the first one because the ladder's on the other side and stuff, but I just oh man, try not to get a bubble as well with this clear sticker.
Mrs. Kragle, where are you?
She's out with the bridesmaids. I think that's all right.
Do you think she's watching?
Probably not. What do you reckon? That look okay? They never look great when you got the clear stickers.
Yeah, that's all right.
They dropped though. The one clear sticker that didn't look bad was the Ecto 1 license plate. I wish that had been a printed piece.
I was very surprised that wasn't a printed piece, to be honest.
Yeah.
It kind of shocked me considering they've done the giant no ghost logo as.
He makes such a big deal in the instruction manual. You know the bit at the start where they talk about it? It's a bit like a LEGO idea set in that regards, or I guess it's at 18 plus. They do in this one.
Yeah.
Where they talk about the set and they make such a big deal about it's fantastic that we got to print this new brick with the no ghost symbol. It's it's new to this set. It's exclusive to the set, and they couldn't be bothered doing the Ecto 1 tile, and they use it just as much in the set as the no ghosts. So I don't know. I was disappointed with that. I knew there was going to be stickers in there, but I honestly thought there'd be more. Let's see. Are you guys talking about the James Bond Stormtrooper? Huh? I'm confused.
Stormtrooper.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
Daniel Craig appears in Force Awakens as a stormtrooper.
Oh yes, he does, doesn't he? He is the stormtrooper.
I'll drop my weapon. Is Mrs. Kragle asleep? No, she's out on the town with her bridesmaids.
She's out in Cardiff town partying.
Well, she's not partying. They're doing bridesmaidy stuff. I don't know. It's organising stuff. I'm not allowed to ask too many questions.
Probably a good thing, mate.
Yeah.
Don't ask. You're not allowed to know.
As if I was going to bother asking.
Exactly right.
I'm getting hungry, I would say that much. I had breakfast and all, but I guess it is kind of lunchtime.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about a bit of lunch as well, actually.
Oh, want to order some food to my house for me?
Uh,
The thing is, you actually could because you know my address as well.
this is it. What are you feeling?
I'm thinking about ordering a Mackie D's, to be honest with you. I did that on the last stream. I don't normally eat Mackie D's, but I don't fancy something heavy, and I can't be bothered to go make lunch.
See, I can't order a Mackie D's to home because I live. Whilst it's close, they don't deliver to me.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Anything I can order is. Hang on a sec. Let's check Deliveroo and Just Eat and all that. See what's available for me to eat today.
It's funny because we keep on seeing adverts, and there's a billboard down the motorway, not far from the nearest motorway to us, that says McDonald's now through Just Eat, but Just Eat doesn't do McDonald's to us, but Uber Eats do.
Well, I can get.
It is 2 minutes to 1 p.m. here.
Oh no way! Oh.
No way. Yes way.
I can get Burger King delivered to me.
What?
Yeah, man.
Why is my beard hair falling out on this set? I'm molting. It's that time of the year.
And the first offer it pops up with is something called the Trio, which comes with 3 Whoppers, Chicken Royale, or 3 of Whopper, Chicken Royale, Bacon Double, Cheeseburger, 2 large fries, onion rings, and rainbow.
You gotta eat 3 of them.
I reckon I could.
I reckon you could.
Or a Bacon Double Duo, 2 large Bacon Double Cheeseburger meals.
Oh, man.
I could sit here and just order order Burger King to home. This is
Burger King is delivering it to us, sadly. I do prefer Burger King, but it doesn't.
I love a good chicken royale.
When I go to London, there's a hotel that we normally stay at, and there's a Domino's literally 2 streets away, but they won't deliver to us. We can get Domino's delivered, but the one time we actually ordered delivered because we can't be bothered going out to it. We'll just get it to the hotel. We were knackered after walking around Comic-Con all day. It came from a Domino's 8 miles away.
Even though there's one downstairs, effectively.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, it's because they were here first, so that bit it counts as being in their delivery area. Ours is everything north of the second road, the road between us and Domino's. It's really? How pathetic is that? But yeah, so we just walk to it now if we're staying in London, which we haven't done for over a year now because of lockdown. You're going to be having food now, and I'm going to be starving.
Yeah, I'm just having a look if there's anything on Just Eat, because Deliveroo is literally telling me you can have KFC, you can have everything you've ever wanted, and I'm there going, oh.
Yeah. Well, last night, because Mrs. Kragle's sister was down, you said, oh, do you know what? I haven't had a harvester in ages. That part of the reason for that is because the harvester, the last couple of times we went there before lockdown, it was terrible. It messed our food up and it was just poor.
Yeah.
So I do fancy having a mixed grill. So we had a look because they do the takeaway. You don't deliver, you have to go and get it, but still, you basically go to the thing. They've already cooked it for you. You have a time slot and pick it up.
All right, cool, yeah.
So we were like, okay, let's have a look at that then. So we went on there. One is crazy expensive, even though like they're not delivering it. I think it was like an extra £3 per meal or something like that. It just for them putting it in a box. Because I was like, oh, there shouldn't be an extra charge there if you're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, it should be less because you're not using their electricity and they're sitting there and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But they don't see it that way, obviously. But then what happened then was we had a look, and they've changed the mixed grill. The mixed grill now, rather than having a grilled butterfly chicken breast, it has a quarter of a rotisserie chicken. One, who looks at a chicken and says, I'm going to divide this into quarters? It's not a freaking cake. And two, rotisserie, I mean, the rotisserie they use, they don't have the flames underneath. It's not like, like rotisserie is, and you see like, the Ewoks cooking Han Solo over. It's basically an oven. So it's not a mixed grill then. That's a mixed oven, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, the other thing is they have something fried ribs. I was like, I don't like ribs anyway. I know people will kick off, but they're fried. So how is this a mixed grill?
Dear, dear.
Do I know there's one person that disliked the stream? Only one. There's only a few. And you, now I'm hungry. Yeah.
Sorry, talking about food.
Big Blocks G Gaming says, I see my fair stag do's in Cardiff. I learned some very strong language for them once they get drunk. Yeah. She's not on a hen do, I should say. It's not a hen party or a bachelorette party in the States. It's just they're going out to do bridesmaid stuff and have some bridesmaid time together. Thoughts on mozzarella sticks from McDonald's? Mozzarella sticks I like, but they're one of those foods you have to have when they're hot. When the cheese goes gooey, because they go cold, the cheese goes hard, and it doesn't taste nice. What you're really experiencing when you eat them is the texture rather than the flavor. You take that away. What about you, Sam? What do you reckon?
I agree with you there. Mozzarella sticks, absolutely fine, not a problem. Love them. If you have them when they're cold, just not worth it. It's not even.
No, it's just mank, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rotisserie Solo. Professor Pericles is here, says, but will it divide evenly unless you rip off the legs? What more on it proved that? Oh, I think it means unevenly, yeah. I don't get the whole quarter of a chicken. I mean, half you get because you slice it down the middle, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's perfectly
if you've done a quarter, some guy is literally going to end up with part of the leg and the arse of a chicken. Basically. Yes. I used to love it. I used to have the butterfly chicken impression of the ones. They used to come out, they had the scorch marks across them. They were beautiful, the harvester ones.
Yeah, I know the ones you mean.
They stopped doing them. They stopped doing the vegetarian sausages. There used to be like a 5 sausage like bean mix or something. They used to come like with different mixed beans, like chili, and then 5 vegetarian sausages. And Mrs. Kragle used to love that because she was a full vegetarian when I met her, but she's kind of gone half
the other way.
She only eats white meat, and she was gutted when they got rid of that.
Yeah,
it was just stupid. Oh, this email is saying to Peter Parker, "You're fired." This Parker at web, at web, get it? Because the internet and also spiders. It's interesting to see Professor Pericles here because we were talking about Scooby-Doo the other day and all of a sudden he turned up. Professor Pericles is a character from Mystery Incorporated, which we actually finished off the other day. We never got round before to finishing off the second series.
Yeah.
And we finished it and it was pretty good. And that is a terrible sticker application. I didn't realize this sticker is shorter than the piece. It's straight, but if you look at it, it's all to the left. It will do. If anyone asks, I'll say that's the string. It will do. It's only a little tiny thing. I'm not going to get hung up on that because I know if I do, I'll just cry. I don't want to cry. Not on a live stream. It's not
won't be pretty.
Huh?
I said it won't be pretty.
It'll be pretty. No. I know you want me to cry on a live stream so you can laugh at me.
I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't cry. No, I wouldn't laugh. I'm not. I'm not that bad. I'm not that mean.
I don't know. That's not what I heard.
Who told you?
Lady Sam told me.
No.
Mystery and Corporate Funko Pops would be delightful. Yeah, I loved. I've collected all of the Scooby-Doo pop figures so far, apart from the different versions, colored versions of Scooby, because I'm just not into those. But I've got all the others. I haven't got the double pack of Scooby and Shaggy because I've got those individually already. But I've got like the Scooby, the Christmas variant. I've got like the old ones as well, like Creeper. I was so happy when they did more of the villains in like last year's wave, the year before actually, when they did not Minor Fortune, Captain Cutler, Space Kook, and stuff like that. What is my favorite Marvel movie? Mine is Avengers: Infinity War. I don't know. As I said, favorite questions are kind of a little bit taboo around here, just because they kind of put you on the spot and they don't always add much to the conversation. But I don't know. It's a big question because do you mean Marvel as in MCU or just every film?
Because every Marvel movie, then that opens up the likes of Fantastic Fours, Sam Raimi Spider-Man,
X-Men,
yeah. And to be honest, there was a time when I thought when I really, really loved the the first X-Men. I used to watch that film day in, day out if I could. It was great.
Star Wars one, I would say Empire Strikes Back. Still, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's still my favorite. It was my favorite when I was a kid, and it still is now.
Jedi for me.
Oh, same as Mrs. Kragle.
It was the space battle, and it was also the fact that I had a puzzle, so like a shiny reflective puzzle sort of thing.
Right.
That, I suppose a glitter puzzle, I think it was called.
You had a glitter puzzle?
Yeah, it was a Star Wars one though, but it was of the of
Girl.
Star 2
Girl.
and fight and the space battle at above Endor.
Oh, okay.
It was.
You're not phased by me calling you a girl at all.
Nah, I've heard worse. That's the thing.
I'm only messing. Yeah. I feel like Return of the Jedi is one of the ones that's been hit hardest by the special editions.
Yeah.
Not so much the special edition, but when they changed it for the Blu-ray release by adding in Darth Vader going, no! They ruined that scene. Oh, and I guess also on the DVD was when they first added Hayden Christensen. That annoys me so much because it just doesn't make sense. And George Lucas' reasoning for it doesn't make sense when he's like, yeah, but the thing is, the good in Anakin, the Jedi in him, died in Revenge of the Sith, so when it comes back, it makes sense that it looks like Hayden Christensen. Well, no, because the whole point of Jedi is that there was always good in Anakin. It was always there, and Luke is the one who brings it out because he sensed the good in him.
We said this, didn't we?
Yeah, it just makes no sense. Like, I like the fact that when you saw his ghost, it was almost what he could have been. It was him in Jedi robes as a healthy-looking older man, looking fondly on his children, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Hayden Christensen, his eye line goes in the wrong direction in that shot as well. Plus, he's also got his head, they put his head on the body of the old actor, so his robes don't even match what he was wearing. they're not the leather robes from Revenge of the Sith, you know? So much wrong with that. Captain America Winter Soldier is my all-time fave Marvel film. Oh, and Liam says the MCU. Yeah, I'd probably say Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was fantastic. I really liked that. I took, initially I thought, I'd always been a bit of an Iron Man fanboy, as you can probably tell. And when I watched it, I was like, it's never going to be as good as Iron Man. But I watched it, and I was like, actually, that's really good. And the music that I think it's Henry Jackman does to go with it, the score is beautiful. Yeah. It just works and makes it all go together really well. And yeah, fantastic.
For me, that year was really good for superhero films. I don't think we even had anything from DC, even though I'm more DC fan than Marvel. But you had Days of Future Past, which was the last great X-Men movie, and it was great. You had Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was fantastic.
It was the last time I feel like when MCU was properly not afraid of being different in each genre. Now, even though they do different genres, they have very much a cookie cutter approach to them. So I would say Winter Soldier, or tied with, Winter Soldier just ahead of Infinity War, maybe I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Winter Soldier is phenomenal. I love that film so much. Hating the spine at Luke like he's staring down back at you in a dark alleyway. Yeah, do you know what? I love the performance of I think Sebastian Stan, who played Vader Unmasked and the original Force Ghost of Anakin. I loved the look because he looked like a proud father, and I loved the little twinkle in his eye. He almost like a slight head tilt when Leia joins Luke's side. As to say, he's proud of his son. He's like, oh, there's my daughter. They're together. They're happy. Whatever I've done, my children are going to be happy now. Until Disney do the sequel trilogy and basically kill off all legacy characters and turn them into miserable hobos. Anyway, Liam says, I'm a kid and I love that movie. It's one of the best Captain America movies ever. Yeah. I mean, I think out of all the superheroes, Captain America's trilogy is the strongest. If you take the standalone trilogies of like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, I think his one doesn't really have a weak one. The weakest would be the first Avenger, and even that's a great film. It's just the weakest out of the three. It's not a weak movie, Yes,
but it was. And when we say, I think we should specify that when we say weak, we don't mean it's not good.
Yeah, we're just in comparison.
Yeah.
And because Winter Soldier and Civil War is so high, I think I love Captain America. And it was a character that I wasn't that interested in, really. I remember when I had this idea in my head that Captain America was just a joke character that was like, American sort of patriotic, type thing. And my mate was like, read Civil War. This is going back, I think I've told this story before, when I was in university, my master's. And I knew Marvel stuff, but I wasn't massively into the comics. I only read Ultimate Spider-Man, and Cable and Deadpool, really. And then seen the X-Men movies, Spider-Man movies, and watched X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons. And I read Civil War, and I was just like, wow, that was phenomenal. It was so good. And it got me so into the character. But then that's when I went and read Brubaker's run on Captain America, which is the original Winter Soldier comic, when they brought Bucky back.
What angle is that? Because that's now too weird.
I love this as well, how we have a mini version showing the same feed.
Oh, excellent.
Just little details like that are just so great. So great. I love stuff like that. But yeah, we actually did have a good conversation there from a favourite question. Interesting. Andrew says, God, go be back later if you're still on. Big Box G Gamer, Winter Soldier is like a Jason Bourne-esque film, and Ant-Man is like a heist film. My two favourite genres. Cool. Big Box, I got big into DC from August 2019 to January 2021 just because there had been no MCU content in ages. Fair enough. We've said before, you can be a fan of both. Like, I love both Marvel and DC, but if I had to choose, it would be DC. But I think that's fine because, and if you would choose Marvel, that's fine. I remember Quentin Tarantino said before, he said, you can be a fan of the Beatles and you can be a fan of Elvis Presley, but if you really push someone, they come down, one side or the other, Like, your heart would belong more to Elvis or more to the Beatles. And he said, and that tells you something about yourself, not whatever you take from that, whatever, but he said, and I think that's the same with DC and Marvel. I always thought that when he said Elvis or the Beatles, I always thought, does he mean more the Beatles and Rolling Stone? Because I feel like that's more of a genuine comparison, but, I get the point he was trying to make,
Yeah.
Let's see. Cool. So what are you working on now?
Still working on the round spherical object that enables or that conducts mass amounts of energy and wormholes.
Oh, okay, cool. What is your gay? What is your gaze? I read that wrong. What is your guy's favorite type of dog? Cut the Kragle and Sam Jones. Mine is German Shepherd. I don't really want to go into too many favorite questions here, but I do love dogs. I love all kinds of dogs. My last dog was a Terrier cross, but they couldn't tell us what she was crossed with because she was part of a litter that was abandoned. They were tied up in a bag and dumped next to a river. I always thought that she had, she was small. She had the look in her face of a bit of a German Shepherd, but we couldn't confirm that. And I think what it was, I think she was a Terrier cross with something else that was already a mongrel. It was a crossbreed now. So it wasn't like it was two a Terrier cross with another purebred. It was a cross with another cross. But funny enough, after she passed away, our Pepsi was our dog last year. We were in the park and we saw a dog from a distance that looked the spit of her and was moving like her. Her mannerisms were the same. And as we got closer, the dog got bigger and bigger. And we were like, okay, well, that's not the same one. And we talked to the owner, social distancing, of course. And she said that the dog was a Belgian Shepherd.
Ah.
And she said that she had seen Belgian Shepherds crossed with Terriers before. So I think she might have had a bit of a Belgian Shepherd in her.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I like dogs, and but I don't know my breeds.
Yeah, fair enough.
Put a dog in front of me, and as long as he goes woof and it looks at me and wags its tail and sticks his tongue out, I'm there.
No, Liam, I didn't say we're gay. I read guys as gays when I read your comment. Sorry, it's kind of a distance away, and I got a smudge on my glasses, so the U looked like an A. Big Block Street Gamer says, "I love both. I can't choose because I'm usually not into both at the same time." Interesting. So you go through phases of Marvel and DC. That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I think maybe as you get older, or you get to a point where there's neither of them, and you choose one to then seek out, that might lead you to believe that which one you prefer. But yeah, I totally get loving both. I love both. I've said this before, there isn't a divide. Well, there is a divide, but there isn't. What's the word, Sam? I'm losing it here. I think the best way to say it is I love both, but DC just hits the post. I think I'm trying to overword it now. I think I've already said it. You get the picture.
I get what you mean.
What do you think of this? This is looking pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's looking awesome, man.
Stage Perception, and this is going to be John Jameson. That's what he's emailing Parker saying you're fired. I want Everyone is Awesome's minifigures. Oh, the minifigures from the Everyone is Awesome set. Yeah, that's a cool set.
That looks great. Does look awesome.
Downstairs, I should have 2 of those set because I did order 2. The max quantity you could order was 2. I thought, well, I want to open one and build it, but I kind of want to keep one. I don't know why. I like the idea of keeping one of those. I know Spacetime wanted to order 3, tried to cheat the system to order 4, and got his order cancelled. Don't try and cheat the system, folks.
The system knows.
The system knows. Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Yes, they do. Do you know what? I'm sorry, folks. I'm going to order me some lunch.
Don't apologise.
And you are going to hate me because I am going for a Burger King.
Are you? Oh man, what are you going to have? You're going to have do you know what I like from there? The bacon double cheeseburger XL.
That's literally exactly what I've just ordered.
Oh, nice. I don't think you can do it online, but when I go in there, I used to ask them, do you know, I used to do the Angus burger and I used to have the corn dusted bun?
Yeah.
I used to say to them, "Can you put in a corn dusted bun?" Because they're both burgers at the same price, and they always said yes. I went to the same Burger King, went there once, and the guy was like, "No, you can't have that." He was like, "I was like, I've had it before," and he was like, "Who gave it to you? Give me their name." He goes, "Because they shouldn't have given it to you. If you tell me their name, I'll let you have it this once, but I'm going to have to report them." I was like, "What?" I said, "Well, I don't know their name. I couldn't remember. I could, but I wasn't going to say. Drop the person in there."
Yeah.
I went back and I asked for it again. They were like, "Yeah, fine." And there was a manager there who wasn't this guy. And I said to him about it. He was like, oh. He goes, "Who said that?" And I said, "Guy, he was a guy I've never seen before." He was the temp manager, so he's a knobend. And then he pointed. Then to the sign that says "Have it your way." He's like, "Where does he think he is?" Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's it, right? It is have it your way.
Yeah, because that was the big thing. Because it used to be in McDonald's that you couldn't change anything.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Because Burger King in the 90s, in the UK at least, pushed hard with the marketing. Have it your way. If you don't want this, you don't have that. You don't want this, you don't have it. Whereas McDonald's, it was always it's fast food. You
get what you're given.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then when Burger King started doing that, McDonald's had to jump on as well because obviously, especially with kids and stuff. I mean, the Happy Meals are kind of simple anyway, but kids are often fussy eaters. But yeah, like it was a big thing. I remember the 90s. Burger King, have it your way.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And they had a close up of the till with the button saying "No tomatoes, extra this." You remember that?
Yeah.
It's crazy to think of a time when you went to McDonald's and you couldn't say like "No tomatoes" or "No cheese" or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is how it was. It was just as it comes. Cool beans. I don't really care for the set. I just want the minifigures. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, the minifigures are cool. I really wanted. I've wanted for a long time to start a monofigure collection. So for this is almost like a star pack. But I do like the set, like with the kind of waterfall technique. I just wish the colors wrap round on the base because you know how it goes to the base and it has a border around it. I get what they were kind of going for, but I think it would have been cool if the colors literally just went all the way around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to building it. And I was someone I was talking to us. I think it was Greg was saying that he wished that the figures didn't have hair pieces, like they were all just like classic minifigs in the color. And I was like, I get that, but really, that's not like if this is them sort of acknowledging the the mono figure collection. That's people have always had the hair pieces. Like I've even seen monofigure collections where they've given them accessories, but they have to be the same color, almost like you've just gone a minifigure with accessories and dipped it in paint.
Yeah.
But I get where he was coming from, and he was saying if everything's awesome, surely you want them all looking as generic as possible, because so they could be whatever. You don't want to sort of say, well, if you're this color, which represents this on LGBT, then you have to have hair like that. I can see it both ways, but me personally, I think having the hair pieces is really cool. It adds extra to the set. And again, hair pieces in some colors we've not had before, like the Will Byers hair piece. So I'm hyped. It's downstairs. Looking forward to building it. There you go. There are so many factors too. Sometimes the Lego for one film is better than the other, but then the film was based on its crap, but the other film was brilliant, but has no awful sets based on it. Oh yeah, I get that with Marvel and DC. Yeah, Liam is hungry for breakfast, and Jack says, "Where is space time? Is he lost in time or space?" No, he went to bed. It was like 3 a.m. when we started his time, and he'd been to work. I'm glad I held off on the past 3 years of Spider vehicles. The only one I got was the first with Carnage and a cool sciencey side build. Oh, I know that one. Yeah, because it was called something. It was called like the Spider-Man something Rescue. But what annoyed me is that it has Spider-Man, Carnage, and I thought it was the other minifigure in it. It has no one to rescue. It either has another villain or it has another hero. I can't remember which one. But it was stupid because it's called a Rescue. But the side build was cool. Yeah, I remember that set. Liam says, "Oh no, in a little bit, M&R production stream is going to start. I need to choose who to watch." Yeah, watch. I didn't realize Ryan was streaming this time, but watch whatever. This is the thing. Someone like called me out before, like, "Oh, how dare you overstream someone?" And it's like, I don't acknowledge the term overstreaming. It's a made-up term. I mean, no one owns the airwaves, and especially with me, when my job doesn't have like a set schedule, my work schedule changes weekly, sometimes on the day, so I can't stream at a regular time, and sometimes I can't know in advance where I'm going to stream. So it's either I stream when I can, or I don't stream at all. And I don't mean any offense to anyone else who streams at the same time as me, and I'm sure they don't mean any offense to me. It's just, and the way I look at it is that if you turn a TV on, there's like dozens of channels on at the same time. You know, no one sort of goes, "Oh, actually." I think it started off with good intentions. When the community got large last year with the pandemic, I think people were like, you know, with new channels, "Oh, well, if you're going to stream at this time, I'll stream at that time because I don't want to, you know, take viewers away from you. And also then, like, you can promote my stream and then I can promote your one, you know, vice versa." So it came from a good place, but it's become almost crippling where I hear people saying, "Oh, I want to stream now, but I can't because so-and-so is streaming. And if I stream, it'll upset them that, you know, over streaming over them." And it's like, come on. Like, my friends will stream the same time as me, and I don't take any issue with it. And, you know, they don't take issue with me streaming. So, I mean, one time I got told off because apparently I was streaming at the same time as Sarah Starbricks. I actually spoke to her about it after, and she was like, "Yeah, it's fine." And she came on my stream the next day or next week. So, you know, she understands. But I know she's been, I think, called out for it as well. And I said to her, "Don't ever worry about it. No one owns the airwaves. You stream when you want to."
This is it. It's the community's that big now. You can't do that anymore. You know,
Yeah.
and it does get harder. And like you say, you've got a job that is so random and so confusing that you just you gotta take the advantage of the free time you have to do streaming if you want to stream.
You could end up never streaming just because someone else is streaming at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
And it can't work that way. I mean, if you want to go over to a Ryan stream, I get that. That's up to you. That's your choice. I appreciate you joining us for the time that you did. Hope everyone doesn't leave, but one thing I don't mind.
Kragle said it was fine to come over.
One thing I will say is I don't mind you saying that because I get, obviously, you were sharing like the predicament you have. But one thing I do find disrespectful, not in the way you've done it, but for future reference, is when people come in to a stream and they go, "Oh, so-and-so streaming right now." And it's like almost like they're trying to encourage people to leave and go into another stream.
Yeah.
That, I think, is a bit off. Like, you know, like, why would you even do that? I know people who almost make it their business to seek out anyone who's streaming the same time as a bigger YouTuber and go tell everyone, like, "Oh, so-and-so is streaming, you should come over to this," you know? How they haven't got banned from some of these accounts, I don't know. I think people are just too polite. Me, I'd be like, "Move, get out, go, be gone with you." But I'm a nasty person. It came with Miles Morales. That was it. Yeah, it was a set like that was okay, but it was deeply flawed because, you know, it called The Rescue, but it has two heroes versus one villain. The side bill was kind of cool, the sciencey one. I remember that. I wish I didn't get it though and got the Bugle and Ghost Rider cast, and I have all the new Spy figures and only one small Spider build that was at least in the comics isn't too bulky. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, Jack says just stream when you want to. Yeah, absolutely. And if anything else, it gives people choice. You know.
Well, that's it. You know.
I know Ryan won't mind, and I don't think I'm going to damage his viewership by streaming at the same time. He's way bigger than me, and he's a nice guy, so I know that he wouldn't mind anyway. We're friends, so.
A nice guy.
He is a nice guy, though he didn't reply to my DM before, but I've called him out on that like 4 times now, so I think the joke's getting old. I always choose the smaller streamer because it's more fun and allows both streamers to chat with fans. Yeah. That's a good thing as well. Sometimes it can get a bit crazy on some of the bigger ones. No, I don't want any of your people to leave you on your live stream. Oh, thanks, Liam. Spider-Man bike rescue. There's no one to save, and how on earth do you save a bike? Yeah, exactly. That's why I think I put it in. I put it in a video. I can't remember which video I put it in, but I put it on there saying that it's got good minifigures, but the set itself is deeply flawed, and people just ripped me a new one. I was like, this is my opinion, and this is why. But yeah, there's a couple of sets I wish I hadn't got because of the duplicate figures in this. This is almost a great way to collect pretty much all the Spider-Man characters that they've done. The one thing that I wish they had in here, and I think I've said this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. Obviously, we've got new people here who might not have heard it, is the Spider-Man Noir minifigure. Because this set has every single Into the Spiderverse character that they've made a minifigure of, bar Spider-Man Noir, and I don't have that set, so I'm a little bit gutted that he's not in here because that would have meant I wouldn't have to go and get the. Now I know what's going to happen though. I'll probably go back now and find that set, play silly money for it, get the minifigure, and then next wave of Marvel will have a cheaper set with him in. But if I don't buy it, then they won't have a set with him in. So it's quite a conundrum. I did have a look last night. That's when I realized that I was wrong about the Sandman, because I said that the previous one had a different head. No, the previous one also used the angry clone head. It was the one before that had a unique head. But yeah, some of the Spider-Man figures are very expensive. I'm guessing the ones that were in this set that were previously exclusive to other sets have gone down, but like the Punisher and Daredevil are going for redonkulous money. I don't see Punisher popping up in another set soon. I think they kind of justified it this time, LEGO doing the Punisher, because obviously how violent a character he is, and he's obviously heavy associated with guns and stuff. I think how they justified it to themselves, or how they would justify it if anyone called them on there, is by saying this is an 18+ set.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing. They say I don't think we'll see him again.
Yeah, he's not going to pop up in the next LEGO Spider-Man 4+ set, you know. But yeah, I do wonder if Daredevil might pop up, because again, he's a more violent character, but there have been versions of him, like the one that was in the video game in the 90s TV series, that are a bit more Lego appropriate, whatever that Lego appropriate is nowadays. But you know,
yeah.
I feel like the Firestar figure is going to be in another set because she wasn't even mentioned as being new to this set. So I feel like there's a Marvel set that they've held back on that was probably meant to come out before this one that she was in, because when they list the characters that are new to this set, yeah, there's no mention of Firestar.
Ah, okay. So yeah.
Because I'm 100% that some of the sets we're seeing now are ones that were intended for last year or for the start of this year, and that it's had a knock-on effect with COVID, you know.
Well, I think that's right, because that's what's going to happen now. We're starting to see it in the motorsport world, where COVID has now had an impact on tire availability. So Pirelli, one of the world's biggest tire suppliers, are now actually struggling with supply issues for bike tires, car tires, and it's purely because COVID. It happened last year, and you'd think, yeah, all right, that will slow them down last year. No, it has a knock-on effect onto this year. You've seen recently in the news, you know, people who produce microchips and silicon chips for electronic devices are having issues as well now, and everybody's starting to feel that knock-on effect of COVID coming in and slowing down your workforce for a year. Not everybody is working on something that is a real-time thing. Sometimes it's they're building stuff or creating stuff for the future. And that's what's happening now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, you're dead right. It's like, yeah, even if the manufacturing was resumed, it's, you know, obviously designers weren't in the offices and stuff, and yeah, you think that's something that could be done from home, but we don't know if LEGO continued that working from home, or you know what happened with that. You know, and I feel like that's part of the thing we're seeing with the knock-on. Or they might have just delayed stuff to have in case they're like, wait, we don't know how long this pandemic's going to last. What we'll do is we'll thin out the next couple of waves so that we can spread them out over the year, just in case, you know?
Exactly.
Firestar, I'm just going to check this. Yeah, it is Firestar. I won't find the wrong name then. Yeah, Firestar is a female superhero with basically like a female version of the Human Torch. I remember I had a book based on the 90s cartoon, and it was Spider-Man teaming up with Firestar and also Iceman from X-Men.
Oh, nice.
And what was weird is at the back of it had an advertisement for Jurassic Park. It's like, coming this summer, Jurassic Park. Do you want to know something really bad, though?
Go on.
I had a Batman book in the same, like the same publisher and same style as that. They did like 3 or 4 books, this kid's publisher, with different characters. And in the pictures, after watching Batman Forever, I was like, wait a sec. You can see his eyes through the mask, so I drew the eyes in the holes, like, you know, with the whites of his eyes and all of that to make it more realistic. Actually, no, it wasn't it was Batman Returns. It was, yeah. I don't know why. And afterwards, I instantly regretted it, even as a kid. It was just something in the moment. I was like, I'm going to make this more realistic. I'd only seen the 89 Batman, but we rented Batman Returns from the old Blockbuster.
Oh, Blockbuster, man.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
No, she's a superhero, not a villain. Yeah, I think she's an older character. I don't think she's been in much. I was surprised to see her, but it definitely made me think of that old 90s Spider-Man. There is so much 90s Spider-Man in this. I mean, they even have, again, this is a figure I would love to have, but I know the designer said that he was told you can only have certain amount of characters and only so many ones. But they've got Scarlet Spider, and there is a minifigure of him from the Spider-Man Bridge set, which I don't have. And I kind of want to get the Scarlet Spider. There's loads of Easter eggs in this as well of characters that have not been made into minifigures yet, or not as they appear on like the screens and stuff. Like there's a newspaper with Rhino. There's a screen in there that shows Morbius as well, the vampire. So, which I remember him from the 90s TV show because the 90s Spider-Man had their hands tied behind the back so much by the censors, considering what X-Men or Batman the Animated Series got away with Tommy guns and stuff. Like Spider-Man wasn't allowed to punch or kick anyone in the 90s cartoon. So when they did the Morbius arc, they had to have him say, "I want to eat your plasma," as opposed to suck your blood. They weren't allowed to say blood.
Yeah.
No,
Which
she's
is
not
still creepy.
It's Firestar. It was actually made it more creepy because as a kid I didn't understand what plasma was. It sounded something even worse than blood. If I got blood, I go, yeah, it's a vampire. Vampires suck blood. I know vampires. Sesame Street's got a vampire, for crying out loud. But when it was like, I want to eat your plasma, it was like, oh my god, what is this guy? This is the one where Spider-Man grows extra arms as well. I don't think Firestar's Jean Grey. I can't remember. Like my only experience with her is literally that book I had when I was a kid. Firestar Marvel. Let's have a quick look. She's a mutant. And apparently she debuted in the 1981 Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. In actual fact, take a look at this. I think actually a book, even though it came out in the 90s, wasn't based actually on the 90s cartoon. It was based on this cartoon, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which basically it looks like it's like Batman the Brave and the Bold, where he just teams up with different characters.
Yeah.
Apparently her name is Angelica Jones. Yeah, it's not Jean Grey. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so looking at that, maybe I remembered it wrong. That book was actually based on Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. And there's Spider-Ham does whatever Spider-Ham does. I love that his nostrils like spider.
Yeah, that's cool.
I am tempted to pick up the little pack that has the Venomized version of him and one of Iron Man. I prefer the print in that one where it's like half and half of Iron Man.
Yeah.
We got 3 minifigures in this bag. They're spoiling us. If I can find the torsos. Wait, have I not opened the bag? Oh, there they are. Have you heard, by the way, that... Do you know, obviously, we talked about this on one of the other streams. I got an echo, by the way.
An echo?
Yeah. Oh, test. Oh, it's gone now. Weird. Do you know how, like, Sony, when they were doing the Amazing Spider-Man films, they wanted to have their own shared movie universe. They wanted to have their own MCU that was going to be just all the Spider-Man characters, and they kept going back and forth whether they were going to make Fantastic Four part of that, and that's part of the reason why Fantastic Four apparently ended up as crap as it did, because they kept changing their mind during production and whether it's going to tie in. Oh no, tell a lie. No, that was Fantastic Four was going to tie into the X-Men films. Sorry, beg your pardon. No, but yeah, the Spider-Man films, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was pretty much just a trailer for films that never happened. They were going to do a Black Cat movie, which is where they have Felicity Jones as Felicia Day. They were going to have Sinister Six movie, which is what it mainly sets up. They were going to do an Aunt May origin story, which we already joked about. I don't know what that was going to be about.
Still don't see how that Aunt May origin story was going to occur.
I know. They were going to do the Venom movie, and the Morbius and all that kind of stuff. And obviously they ended up doing the Venom movie afterwards, which at the moment is not part of the MCU, though apparently it might be turned into it. We'll see what happens with that. But it's funny, like, because that failed, Amazing Spider-Man did so badly, they jettisoned all those plans, and then they did the deal with Marvel and Disney to do Spider-Man as part of the MCU. And then when those started doing well and it was sort of the brand recovered, then they were like, okay, now we can go back to what we were doing before. So that's when we got the Morbius film and obviously the Venom and Venom 2.
Yes.
But it's just funny to me, like, how they literally just went back on the exact same plans as they had before. So everything they announced before, pretty much, like, they're already talking about the Sinister Six movie now. That's part of the reason why I think Vulture is going to be in Morbius, which is interesting because obviously he's Vulture from the MCU.
Yes, yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, but at the same time,
I wonder how much of this is being signed off by Marvel and Marvel and Disney, and how so much of this is just Sony just doing what they want with their characters. And like, did they tell, or like, did they get permission to cast Michael Keaton as their Vulture, or did they just say, we've got the rights to Vulture as well, we're just going to hire the same guy you did and tell everyone it's the same continuity whether you like it or not, or are they actually working together on this? There's rumors of the whole thing about the Raimi films are going to be introduced in the multiverse because Sam Raimi's directing Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
But like, I probably thinks that it's just Sony just going, hey, there's nothing technically stopping us hiring the same guy they did, and then people would just think, hey, it's part of the MCU. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It could. It's interesting. It would be nice to know if that's what they've done, but at the same time, I reckon they've actually spoken to Marvel about it. I'd like to think so, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if not, Marvel probably phoned them after it was announced in the news and stuff like that, and in the entertainment
world. That was the thing, though, because when the first movie came out, there was Amy, I forgot her name now, but she's like the producer of the Spider-Man movies for Sony. She has been, I think, since Sam Raimi, and it was Kevin Feige, who obviously is the Marvel Studios. He pretty much made Marvel Studios.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I know who you mean.
Yeah, and they were again interviewed when the first film came out, and the reporter, it's all over YouTube, the reporter said to him, like, is this linked to the MCU? And previously, Kevin Feige had gone, no, they're not. It's completely different. It's just its own thing. And she had said, yes, it's definitely connected. It's kind of adjunct to the MCU, in that it's separate but also connected. And then you can see this. Kevin Feige just looks like what? This is news to me. But then when they look at him, he just goes, I couldn't have put it better, and just quietly just says nothing.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was sprung on him. I'm sure they've had talks since, but whether or not, they have permission or they're like, we're doing this no matter what. They have said that they aim to have Spider-Man meet Venom eventually, so whether that's going to be Tom Holland or it's going to be their own version of Spider-Man.
I would love to see, Tom Holland's Spider-Man meet Tom Hardy's Venom.
Yeah. Look at that shot.
Oh, that's great. I tell you what you need. You need Space-Time's Probe lens for that.
Probe lens. Probe lens. Oh my god.
I don't know what it's called. It's all very technical.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm actually more excited for Morbius than I am Eternals. That's not really saying much because Eternals just didn't get my enthusiasm up at all. But I'm more curious to see what it is about that. Again, though, like with the sets, we've had a knock-on effect. Like, I think Big Blocks G Gaming said they forgot about the Morbius film. Well, yeah, because it first came out last year, wasn't it? And of course, COVID's knocked everything back a bit.
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah. Honestly, I enjoyed Venom movie for what it was. It wasn't amazing, but I did enjoy it. And it was certainly better than it had any right being a Venom movie that has Venom's origin, but that doesn't have Spider-Man in it, because obviously he's kind of integral to Venom's origin in the comics. But they kind of got around that. And they did a better Venom than the Spider-Man 3 did, so...
Agreed. Absolutely agreed there. They did a good job with Venom, I thought.
I'm looking forward to Venom 2, again, more than Eternals.
Yeah.
Is anyone in the chat, is anyone actually looking forward to Eternals?
Please tell us we're wrong.
I just, honestly, the trailer did nothing for me.
I know, man, and yeah. Just, yeah.
It's almost like it was so that you can't even put into words just how enthusiastic I am about it, you know? That is a tile. Where's the brick? I'm looking for pieces. This is why I like sorting stuff first.
Where's Mrs. Kragle when you need her?
Yeah, or even if I sorted it myself, but it's just... You can't really do that when you're in the live stream. There you go. Like I said,
excuses.
I think the sets are excellent, but the film looks boring. With Eternals, yeah. Shang-Chi didn't do much for me, but I'm more interested in that than Eternals. Because, to me, it just looked very similar to Iron Fist. You know? There was nothing new about it, and the cinematography, the composition, the color, it just looked so cookie cutter MCU. All the MCU films looked the same, which I guess makes sense because it's a franchise. But the whole idea is that they're all different genres that exist in the same universe. I mean, one thing you can't argue with the DC is that they make gorgeous looking movies. I mean, Zack Snyder, for all his faults, is an artist when it comes to the camera. You know, the pictures.
Have you watched his new one, Army of the Dead, yet?
No, I haven't watched that yet. Is that good?
That's good. There's, as always with any film, there's always a couple of plot points that you go, well, how does that work? But at the same time, his cinematography on that one is fantastic. Like you say, he's an artist with a camera.
Yeah.
It just looks amazing.
Why have I not got the right piece for this? These are all too big. Don't see that's what she said.
That's what she said. I know you said not to, but
I need a 1x6. Where are they? Anyone see
this? I felt if I didn't, Mrs. Kragle would say something to me.
You'd be disowned. Let's see. I'm finally eating my breakfast after you guys were talking about burgers. Have any of you used the new VIP point system for the 10, 25, £50 vouchers? And if, for example, a gift for purchase is a minimum of 100 and you spend 110 on your order but use the 50 voucher, do you still qualify? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know about that. I would imagine so, because the voucher is applied afterwards.
Yeah.
Because like in store, when they used to be able to say like, do you want to use any of your points? I've used them and still had the gift for purchase, so I would imagine so. I like the Venom movie apart from the spaceship launch and when they launched the silly mini drones out of a high-speed car. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. So it wasn't for the Daily Bugle, I'd be in a DC phase. Fair enough. It looks like a boring Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I get that. The Turtles, yeah. I mean, one of the things I said was that, first of all, when I saw the trailer, the opening part reminded me of the opening of Stargate, you know, when Ra comes down and like basically forms ancient Egypt civilization because they're all kind of in mud huts at that point. That reminded me of that, and I was like, rip off of Stargate. And then it just, like, there was nothing new in it. Like, when the guy is going around, the camera's rotating and he's moving his hands and this gold lines, just like Doctor Strange. It just, yeah, nothing exciting. There was nothing that made me think, oh, wow, I got to see this. And yeah, it's a teaser trailer, but it's supposed to build hype, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
And I haven't
I'll be back in a sec, mate.
You get food?
Yeah.
Right, see you in a bit. Do I remember when Lego did basketball Lego sets? I think that was during my dark age, but you know, I am aware of them. I'm still trying to find this 1x6. What the hell? Yeah, I have read apparently that Marvel or Disney are really peeved at the lack of buzz surrounding the Eternals. Like, they follow like all the chatter online on social media and stuff, and they said that it was like non-existent when they dropped the Eternals teaser compared to what they're used to in the past with MCU films when they drop a new teaser or trailer. Aha, there it is. So yeah, they've been asking questions about like the film, and I don't know if there's maybe any reshoots now. I think it's a bit late in the day, but I think there's been talks, like they call crisis talks, about it. Like, they're already starting to think this might be a dud. The thing is, though, the MCU is so big and so popular, and it appeals to such a vast mainstream audience now that they could put whatever out and it would still put bums on seats, really, you know? And that's the thing, like, and I always say that's why I like about DC is that they do take risks, and Marvel have taken risks in the past, but I feel they've got a bit complacent. I mean, I think Captain Marvel is a dreadful film, mainly because it commits the cardinal sin of being boring. You can forgive a lot in a film as long as it keeps you entertained. I was bored so much throughout that film. It was such a disappointment. And yeah, it made over $1 billion, you know, and it's got high ranking on Rotten Tomatoes, whatever you want to call it. So it's, at the moment, it feels like the MCU is bulletproof, but we'll see how long that lasts.
I don't think it is.
I mean, it is. I was just saying, like, how Captain Marvel was. I mean, everyone I talked to says they didn't like the film. Well, I've talked to in person, like, you know. And yeah, it made over $1 billion. It has like a certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The way Rotten Tomatoes works is doesn't quite give you a fair thing anyway, because it takes the average, you know, of what reviews are considered positive or negative or whatever. It's complicated, but it's not really a true reflection. But
yeah,
it's still baffling to me that Marvel could turn out that and that not be considered a dud. When so many people I talk to are like, oh yeah. I'm like, if I say, have you watched it since it came out? I'm like, oh, I watched it once, like maybe I'll know. Or compared to like previous ones, like, oh, I can't wait to see it. Like, I know we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy numerous times in the theater, in the cinema, you know?
Yeah, and I love that film. And again, I think James Gunn deserves a bit of credit there because he made a soundtrack that just went with it.
Yeah.
What
I missed the. What's that? Was it? I missed the OVIP system so yeah, the OVIP was lost in it before. I feel like they've done it now. Made it overly complicated to the point where they almost don't want you using the points. Like you almost give up because it's too complicated. Johnny H says, any idea when the Captain America issue of the Lego Marvel magazine is out, or have I missed it? Well, if you missed it, I've missed it as well because I've been looking. And the Marvel was one that they said they were going to carry on sending me for free, but they haven't. So I think that deal is done now. I think the person that I was dealing with no longer works there. But yeah, I'm still keeping an eye out for that. Normally, the new magazines come into my local shop on a Thursday, so I've been checking every Thursday. So I'll post something on the community tab when I get it, or on Instagram, and then there will be a review video shortly after. It's almost as if we have seen the trailer 10 times before in other movies. Exactly, yeah. The trailer there's nothing new in it. Big Box G Gaming says, for once, the Marvel sets look fun and interesting and probably accurate to a boring source material while still being colourful. Yeah, I think it was you mentioned earlier on that generally if the film is bad, the sets are good, and if the film is good, the sets are bad with Marvel. And I don't know if that's a perfect analogy, but it definitely, just thinking about it off the cuff, I think that rings true. So, and I thought Captain Marvel was a good film, and just that I think I would like the movie more if it didn't come after Infinity War. I don't know. I still think it's a bad film, personally, myself.
I am raging right now.
Why? They messed your order up.
Half my order's missing.
You serious?
So I ordered a bacon double cheese XL. And they've given me a bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, no.
I asked for onion rings and chicken nuggets. I don't have either of those, but I do have my chicken royale with cheese.
You ordered a lot of food for one man, but I respect that.
I'm a hungry guy. I'm still growing.
Yeah, Captain Marvel I just think was boring. I mean, the one thing that annoys me about it is they keep on going on and on about how Carol needs to suppress her emotions, that she's too emotional. And yet, honestly, the actress, Brie Larson, doesn't emote once during the film. She's so wooden in it. And people go, well, that's the point, she's suppressing her emotions. Granted, but if people were telling us that she's too emotional, we need to see that. The whole show don't tell. We need to see her struggling with her emotions, which we never see. And Brie Larson is a great actress. So the fact that she is so bad in that film, something must have gone wrong somewhere. I mean, she didn't really do much. It kind of made me think, what was the point of her character in Endgame? But I liked her so much more in Endgame than I did in Infinity War because she seemed to have personality. She had a bit of a cocky attitude. She had more personality to her. That bit when she goes, "Hey, Peter Parker, you got something there for me?" I freaking love that, the way she delivers that line. But she filmed her Endgame scenes before she filmed Captain Marvel. So she didn't really know what was going to happen with the character and how the direction they were going to go in and stuff. But honestly, she was better in that film than she was in Origin movie. Really was. You gonna complain?
Yeah.
Or he's taking a photo evidence.
Yeah.
What did you order through? Uber Eats or Just Eat?
Deliveroo.
Oh, Deliveroo. Well, there's your problem there.
They're normally really good.
It's come all the way from Australia. The guy's probably had a snack. He's probably munched in on it on the way over.
It's unacceptable because I was really looking forward to my bacon double cheese XL.
Yeah, normal cheeseburger it doesn't cut the mustard. I'm
But
sorry.
you know what? I got my chili cheese bites and my chicken royale with cheese. I think I'm going to be all right.
Before now, we had a Domino's order for like 4 of us at our house when we were like teenagers, and one person was vegetarian. They ordered the vegetarian pizza. Guess which pizza didn't come? And no one ordered anything without meat. It was so bad. So they're like, "Oh, we can order you a new one." And they're like, "Yeah, okay." It came like 40 minutes later. We'd all been done and finished eating. So harsh. We all offered to wait and then put a mic up, but she was like, no, carry on eating. It won't be that long. It'll be like 20 minutes. 40 minutes later. Big Box G Game and my food's arrived as well. Yay!
I hope your order's correct.
Everybody
Your
say
order's good.
restaurants hate Sam Jones, but we love Sam Jones.
Oh, thanks.
Yay. I know, I said sorry. It wasn't even my fault. I just felt bad for you. I'm starving. I'm going to have to get some food at some point. The chair's fallen out. I'll pick that up later. I realised the reason why I brought up about Sony's Marvel movieverse, the point I was making, is because I saw this piece here for the bird nest, which they've used for the collar for Kraven the Hunter before, and they've just announced that they're doing a Kraven the Hunter film.
Yeah.
And have you heard who they've cast as Kraven the Hunter?
I can't remember who they cast, but I've seen it.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes.
Why?
Quicksilver.
Yeah, he's Quicksilver or Kick-Ass. I remember him more as. Yeah, he was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron.
Kick-Ass was a great film.
Age of Ultron is another film that doesn't get as much criticism as it should. That was a terrible film.
Did you not like it?
No. Age of Ultron was just a car crash of a movie.
Is that because it's got Nicolas Cage in it?
No. I like Nicolas Cage. It's just a mess. Like, it tries to set up too many films. It doesn't really do anything. Ultron's just stupid. Ultron is the opposite to Captain Marvel. He has too much personality. For an AI who's literally just been created, there's no sort of finding himself and evolving. He just suddenly comes out, and then he's like suddenly James Spader cracking wise jokes. They're just they're stupid. It was stupid. But yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter should always be, I feel like, on the twilight of his prime. You know, he's over the hill. Because one of the best one arcs was the one where he buries Spider-Man alive. And it's just about him wanting to... He doesn't want to kill Spider-Man. He just wants to defeat him and say, like, I defeated him. Because I think he finds out he has cancer or something.
Yeah.
But obviously they're going to go for the young origin route. And have, probably Aaron Taylor Johnson playing young Kraven the Hunter, how he became the character that he was. It's like, oh, really? It's kind of like with casting Tom Holland as Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. It's like, oh, kind of loud. I have never seen Avengers Age of Ultron. I was too little when the movie came out to see it. Oh, blimey. I feel old.
Yeah, me too.
I feel old now. Blimey. That's disturbing.
I need to go work with myself, I think.
Need to go sit down.
Good thing I am. I was a fall off a chair.
I'm not putting this one on. This is a massive sticker, and I know I'll mess it up because I haven't got the patience. I'm going to use this one to Mrs. Kragle. I'll build it, but this is the billboard with just the facts with John and Jameson. I'm not putting the sticker on. I will mess it up. It's like.
Do you not use tweezers?
I use a brick separator, but I'm not as good as Mrs. Kragle, and I will mess it up. She has really tiny hands, so it helps. Like, her big finger is the size of my little finger.
Wow.
I'm not doing it. I will mess it up, and then I'll be peed off myself. I'm also hungry as well, so there is that. I think I'm going to finish this bag up, I think. I know it's not going to be the end of the set. I might have to go into our 5th stream, people.
Well,
it is a big set.
Yeah.
I'd rather take my time and enjoy it. Mrs. Krakow is the sticker master. Yeah, she is. I think it's about patience. She has 2 things going for her. One, she has tiny hands, Until she has patience. Liam's only 10. Oh my word. That means you were born in 2011? Wow. It's scary to me that someone born in the year 2000 is 21 this year.
That still makes you feel old.
Yeah, that is mental. Like, who is a mathematician who came up with this nonsense? And Jack has very kindly said, Sam Jones, can you send Cut the Kragle some food?
Yes.
I tell you what, if anyone joins my memberships, they will be contributing to the food fund. We will play the Beluga Whale clip and I will order some food. Like a hobo who needs money for food. I shouldn't say that, but just joke. Just a light-hearted joke, that's all. No offense.
Oh, that's good. Deliveroo have refunded me. I'd rather have my actual food that I wanted, but they've refunded me the missing items, which is good.
Do you know what? Mrs. Kragle can't use Uber Eats anymore because she had a massive order for food, and like it all came and it was stone cold and it was all mashed up. And she complained, and they refused to refund her, so she raised the charge back through a credit card company. They found in her favour, but then Uber were like, "Oh, we don't like that you did that. You have to pay us the money that they refunded you, or you can't use your Uber account." And that goes for Uber Eats and Uber.
You just go at that stage. You just go, "Well, sod you then."
Yeah, I still order for them because my account's fine, but. Why is this not going on properly? The funny thing is, though, like, they wouldn't order. We had all photographs of, like, showing how it was all mangled and messed up and everything, and they wouldn't refund it.
Yeah.
We had said, like, one item was missing, and they refunded her the entire order. We're like, well, only one item was missing. They were like, oh, it's fine. But then when she says like the order is come cold, it's literally being mashed. Like someone's like got like the food and just gone and crunched it up. They're like, we won't refund for that. We'll just feed back to the restaurant. I'm like, are you insane?
No, absolute nuts.
See that this is the thing now with this. I think this is part of the reason because there's ways done columns. That one side sometimes. There's a gap. You're always going to get it anyway. We mentioned it earlier, but there you go. Have a quick look. Getting bigger. Glare coming off here now.
Right, anyway. Do you want me to order your Mackies?
I'm joking.
Well, Jack raises a very good point that I went off and had a date without you, and so I should get you something.
Hi, Evan Stram. Hey, PM Maxi as well. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Great to have you here. Honestly, I'm trying to get more channel members because I want to build the community up. I want to have more people in there and joining on Discord. But also because I know that Sam is desperate for a custom TARDIS emoji.
Yes.
So when we get the next amount of members, we reach the next threshold for another custom emoji slot. He is going to there we go. That's it. He's going to petition on Discord to get everyone to vote for a TARDIS one. I just want to see his. I want to see his his election campaign, if you will.
Oh, don't worry. It will be good.
I can't wait. We'll get there. Next week, going to be 11. Oh, wow. She's born in 2000 now, I'm guessing then. Oh, yeah. It says no, I was born in 2010. Sorry. 2000? God, man. Oh, you can tell I haven't had food, can't you? I really need food. I'm going to finish this bag and then order some food. Which means we'll have the roof left to do. Oh, it pains me to leave it with so little left. But once we have this, I think we just have the roof, the Daily Bugle signer. But I'm starting to get a little bit of a food headache. Do you ever get that if you haven't eaten?
Yep, all the time.
I swear it's part of getting old. I never used to. Back in the day. Wow.
Want a box of nugs?
You don't have to order me food.
I found your Mackies.
I love the fact that you're on the app actually looking at what things you can order to my house. Oh, bless you. You are a ledge.
Yeah, what do you want? Triple cheeseburger?
No, it's fine, man. I got food in the fridge. I'll get something down there when I'm. Thank you so much for the offer, though. I much appreciated.
I'll buy you a real dinner when we actually meet up.
All right, man. It's a date. It was when you said the other day, like, oh, if your ears are burning, Mrs. Lady Sam is talking about you. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we were just having a conversation. She goes, "Oh, like you and Kragle just get on really well." I was like, "Yeah, we do." And we started saying how now that the world's opening up a bit, and I've got some other friends in Wales that she wants to meet, and or that need to meet her, rather, I should say.
They gotta get the approval.
Yeah. And then I said, well, at the same time, I'm sure we could arrange to say howdy to Kragle and Mrs. Kragle. And she was like, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
She said they seem like cool people. I was like, well...
Mrs. Kragle is cool. I don't know about me.
Well...
We must send food to the Kragle. And Sam says I was joking. And also, you got a question that says, do you like donuts? From Evan Stewart.
Of course. I love donuts.
We went to the beach the other day. We had the donuts, the ones that are fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Like the donut ones. We had those. So I normally like chocolate donuts, like cold ones, but these are like the hot ones you get.
Oh, yummy.
They make them fresh on the stand for you.
Yeah.
I went to the beach the other day. We went to the beach. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to actually having the finished video and seeing the footage from that day. But honestly, there is so much footage to edit for this month's vlog because it's kind of a vlog and a half. Because I put my channel members who on the tier that get the monthly vlog because it's exclusive to Krako's Club members. I said like I didn't really do much in April because of like COVID, and it just was one of those months where I just didn't get out of the house much. I was just basically working from home, floored with my day job. So should I take the little footage I have for April and just roll it into an extra long vlog for May?
Back in a sec, mate. DPD are here with my new fan.
Ooh. And the Krako's Club members all said, yeah, do that. We'll have an extra long vlog for May because it comes out in June then. So basically I film all through May and then I post it the start of June. And honestly, there's so much footage for May on its own. So much stuff that happened. We went to the beach when I got a COVID shot in Toys R Us, and there's loads of stuff that it's going to be a long vlog. I'm not looking forward to having to go through all the footage and edit it, but it should be fun. Really looking forward to seeing the footage we filmed at the beach. We went to the arcade as well. I miss arcades. We haven't gone to the arcade down Cardiff Bay that I want to go to because we got loads of tickets. Right before COVID, we went, I think, in January before COVID hit, and we got loads of tickets. And we counted how many we had and got the voucher for them. We still had some more, and we decided, we'll wait until next time. We planned on going the following month and then get one of the big prizes. And then COVID came and the arcade got shut down. I think it's only now recently opened up. So we have to go back. Hopefully they still take our tickets. We also got a voucher that we won for miniature golf in St. David's Shopping Centre, which ran out last year, which I don't know if they're going to take. But if they don't take it, I'll just pay for it anyway because I want to go and play crazy golf with Mrs. Kragle. Sam Jones has fans. Yeah. Of course he does. He's Flash Gordon. Saved every last one of us. So yeah, I'm going to keep going until I finish this bag. This is slightly the boring part of the build where you build the columns of windows, but it needs to be done. And then I'm going to go grab some food. So I was hoping to finish this today. I think I overestimated how much I thought I could get done. I underestimated how much was left. But I think we made some good progress. We've done all this on a bit above it. So, yeah. Before I get Sam back. Hey, Sam is back.
I am back.
Yes, they want to see your fans.
I have fans.
You said DPD is here with my fan.
Oh, yes. My new Dyson air purifier fan.
I want to know when you're going to launch your OnlyFans and just have pictures of actual Dyson fans and air conditioning units.
Well, if you're going to subscribe, Kragle, I'll do it.
I love basketball, and I'm surprised that you don't like sports, Kragle. Yeah, I'm just not into sports. The only sport that I really got into, is in terms of participating in, was when I was in university. I used to do jiu-jitsu and kabuto weapons training. I wanted to get back into it a couple of years back, but the federation I was a member of, because I lived away when I was uni, don't exist in Wales, so I'd have to start all over again. I was kind of like, I could, but
basically what it's saying is don't mess with Kragle.
It's like, I'll watch some sports when they're on now and again, but I'm just not a big sports guy. No.
Hey there, sports fan.
You're not that into sports either, are you, really? I know you work in motorsports, but
I work in motorsports, so that's about the level of my excitement, to be honest, mate. I'll watch stuff like... I might watch like the odd basketball game, because it's not something, obviously, that happens here a lot in the UK, so...
no, I tell you what I do. I do want to go to America. Well, I've been to America, but I want to go and watch a live baseball game. I just want the experience of it. I don't know, maybe it's been romanticized by TV and films, but I just love the idea of going, watching a baseball game in the sun, in the stadium, having a hot dog and a beer.
Done it, mate. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Literally, we were in LA doing an event in Long Beach. And we finished early and we had some time left over. So we went, right, okay, we'll go see a baseball game this evening. We went to the LA Dodgers. Oh, mate, absolute phenomenal. Walked all the way around to where our seat was. And literally as we were sitting down, LA Dodgers was scoring a home run. So literally we sat down, next thing you know, crack, and there's this ball flying towards us. And you're going, okay, this is exciting. This is awesome. Then we went and got beers and we got pretzels. And
yeah, and I remember having hot dogs and pretzels walking around Manhattan. That was cool.
Yeah, mate, it was just fantastic. I was just there going, yeah, do you know what? That's something I'd do again. That was good fun. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I will.
It was only about 30 bucks as well.
That's not bad.
For our seats, we were at the back of the field, but we could see everything.
I mean, I can't remember where Liam said he was from. I think the one thing I used to watch from my dad was the snooker.
Ah, okay, yeah. I've not watched snooker in ages. Last time I watched snooker was that Jim Davidson's Next Generation game.
Oh my god! You mean no, it was before. No, Jim Davidson, before he did Generation Game, he did what's it? Big Break.
That was it. Big Break.
Yeah. Because they did that because they did Bullseye, which was a darts one, which was so popular.
Yeah.
And when that ended, they did the snooker equivalent, which was Big Break.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That was good. That was.
It was a good show.
The last time I watched snooker is when Ronnie O'Sullivan won, But I know he's won a few, but he seems to like he wins one, and then next year, then he's like he can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I know that obviously he suffers with like depression and stuff. So sometimes, like some years, like if he's in the wrong place, he just won't go for it, you know. But I feel like he is the best snooker player that's ever lived. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
he's just raw. They call him the Hurricane, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just good. He can see the angles and just knows what he's got to do.
I remember one year because like snooker, you get like told off for behavior and stuff. I remember one year I watched it with my dad, and he did this beautiful shot, but it was they changed the size of the holes around the pocket where they had like a lip to them, and there was a lot of controversy. A lot of snooker players were kicking off about it because how late before the championship they changed it, the official size, and the shot and the ball just bounced out. It was just dumb luck, and he flipped 2 fingers at the pocket. And then the crowd first start laughing, and you get the ref like come over and was like, any more of that, just as a gentleman's sport. He's often known as a bad boy of snooker, isn't he?
Yeah, but I feel if you're swearing at the pocket, that's okay.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's like the same as any one of us like swearing at a piece of Lego because it doesn't want to go where it's meant to go.
Exactly. Yeah. They're all considered a gentleman's sport, so they're like they've got a warning for his behaviour.
Oh dear.
Today I'm going to my uncle's pool to exercise. I'm super excited. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Apparently, Liam is not excited about your OnlyFans account.
What am I going to do to get my big break then?
I see what you did there.
Oh. Dear, oh dear.
I am so hungry right now. I can only see on my right eye.
How many pieces you got left, mate, on this bag?
This is the bit that's really repetitive. This is the part of the build that I haven't been enjoying, where you're just doing stacks of the windows and the columns. It also is a bit where it feels most flimsy. It's how it's done because the modular, how you take them off.
Yeah.
This bit by here, just I don't know. I've checked it. All the bricks down correct. Everything is right. I think it's the weight of the sign, but this one just doesn't seem to be as snug. And yeah, everything's fine. I'm just obsessing over the little gaps I see. But yeah, it's super, super repetitive. This is. It's the one part of the build that I'm not really enjoying at all. Well, once I've done this bit, we're going to call it a day for the stream. I feel like we've had a good run. We've probably outstayed our welcome a little bit, but I didn't want to leave. I hate leaving like when you're midway through a bag. It's like when you're like reading the book, you want to finish on a chapter, You don't want to sort of stop mid-chapter.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
There's one author I love, but his books don't have any chapters. It's just one big body of text. He has paragraphs and stuff, but he doesn't put in chapters. And honestly, it can be so infuriating because you kind of feel like you've read nothing, and also you feel like you've read too much, and you just don't know when to stop. And they are page turners as well, so you can almost kind of keep on reading. But like sometimes I'll be like, no, I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'll stop because I'm coming to the end of a chapter. With his one, it's like, oh, when do I naturally stop reading because there's no chapters? But more I'm reading the James Patterson book. It's this Michael Bennett series that I'm way behind on. I used to read all of them as soon as they came out, but I fell behind. And I think after that, then I'm going to read Michael J. Fox's autobiography I got for Christmas.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Did read Arnie's autobiography start of the year as well. That was great.
Was it?
Yeah. It goes up just to like when he stops being governor. So just as it came out about him having the affair and having the other child. Yeah. So at this point, he does talk about it. He doesn't talk about the affair when it happens in the book. He talks about it after it's what gets revealed. But at that point, he's still saying that he hopes that he can basically make up to his wife, to Maria. Obviously, I know now they'd actually divorced and she's seeing someone else.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of sad. You do get the idea that it's a guy who's made a terrible mistake, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not excusing it, but I just like you can see it from his point of view as well. Not like there's literally no excuse for it, and I don't think he even tries to say there's an excuse for it. It's just you make a mistake like that, and it F's up your life, you know.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, I messed up this bit, the build. Like, why is that so short? Because I didn't put this one layer on. There we go. Take these off. But it's honestly, it was very inspirational in some places to how he came from nothing and just made something of his life. I didn't realize just how much he was doing. Like when he was doing his movie career, at the height of his career, he was also doing real estate. Like he was buying buildings, doing them up, and renting them out and selling them on and stuff. That was how he was keeping himself on there.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
He was also doing promoting the bodybuilding thing. So he was juggling so many things at once.
But there was it was years ago now. But there was in the UK there was a documentary about his life and how he came from nothing and everything like that. Because it was about the time actually he became governor. And it was nuts because you're just there watching this guy who's living in the smallest place ever, and he's modeling on world stages, and he's doing all these movies and everything like that. And like you say, he's got nothing.
Oh no, I've lost a piece. Or they've put one less in here. I don't think I lost that piece. I think I actually am missing one.
Whoa. We don't miss pieces.
Well, I forget who it was now. One of the guys the other day said that he had built it and he was missing a bunch of pieces that he had to get from his collection. He had extras of other ones that he didn't think he should have extras of, but he went literally through the itinerary and checked it all. Just looking at the spares one in the previous bags to see. And it's not one we've had a spare of, which is weird because it's a 1x1. It's the curved 1x1s. We've not had any spares of those yet because normally, whenever you get like a 1x1, you have a spare.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the pile of spares that we've had for this set so far. We have the tiles, we have the studs, we have the plate 1x1s, we have the cheese slopes. None of those spare. Interesting. Okay, that's quite annoying. I mean, it's easily accessible in the future if I go get another one out of my collection. I'll have to check and see my big bin of parts if I've got any there. But yeah. Because you think I would have at least one spare from the previous bag, right? But
yeah, you'd like to think so.
I've got tons of 1x1 studs and tiles and slopes and stuff, but none of those.
There's
who was it?
All my spare pieces go into my boxes too.
It was. I can't really remember. It was Cajun Yeti, I think it was. Messaged me and said that he had he had a few missing pieces in this build.
It's one of those in there missing pieces. I like I said, I've never ever come across missing pieces. I've never had one.
When I first got back into LEGO My Dark Age, it happened like about 3 or 4 sets in a row, and I was like, "Is this like the norm now?" And it didn't happen for years. And then in the last year, I've had 2 sets. And I can only think it's because I'm buying so much LEGO, but then you buy a lot of LEGO as well, so
yeah. But I don't buy that many sets.
Like obviously, if you buy more LEGO sets, your chances of having missing pieces is going to be higher than someone who only buys like 1 set a year or whatever. But
I don't often buy that many sets these days. I buy the sets I like the Exo-1 or Discovery. But most of my parts that I use for building come from Bricklink.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if I'm missing a piece because of that, that's my own fault. Got no one else to blame but me.
I don't know. I'll sort it afterwards. I hope it's not common with this set that the pieces are missing, because that would suck. It's easy accessible because it's on the bit that flips out. So I'll just go and check my bin and see.
Hmm.
Why am I saying bin? I'm not American. My drawers, I should say. Why have I got this spare? Like the rest of it are 1x1s and stuff. Oh, son of a biddy bong. That's the last step. Where was this meant to go?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did yesterday when I was finishing up.
No. Oh no! Oh, I see. It's fine. It's fine. It's on this, which I haven't put on yet. The one with the stick.
Okay. Oh, lucky.
There you go. Oh, I was going to say, extra piece of that. I'm missing piece now. So yeah, this is the end of bag 13. Was it? Yes. Oh, 14. The next one's wow. So we've done. Was it 11? No, we started on bag 11.
We started on bag 11, I think it was.
11 to 14. So we've done 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not bad.
Good effort. Well done, mate.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go pass out now. No, I gotta get some food.
I think you should definitely get some food and have a nap.
Just might eat some pork here.
Hey.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining me, man. It's been great hanging out with you as always.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Don't mention it. Open invitation, mate. One of the crew in here.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Yeah, just checking the chat quickly before we finish. Which piece is missing? It's very rare, but sometimes I accidentally leave pieces in the bag because I can't see them usually where the bags fall. Yeah, I did check that. Yeah, I've had that, particularly with trans clear ones. It can be done.
Indeed, trans clear the worst.
Yeah. Well, I yeah, that's the same thing. Lego says they're only the best for them, and they don't care about Lego Star Wars sets. When I went to the store yesterday, they did not have any 501st battle packs. Oh, interesting. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone in the chat for joining us, and everyone who is here now, who's stuck with us, who's just joined us, who has been and left, and for those who watch this after the fact, because I know Spacetime said he's going to watch this afterwards. He joined us early on the panel, so if he is watching this now, we're going to test him. We got to come up with a word, and we're going to ask him what word. We say it in the stream. We don't tell him we said it at the end of the stream. We'll just say we said it at some point in the stream.
Flamingo.
Flamingo. Okay, so the word is flamingo. So if he has really watched this, he'll say to us next time he sees us, flamingo.
He will indeed.
Awesome. Well, I don't really have anything else to end this on. Do you have anything you want to say, Sam?
No, I don't. I just want to thank everybody for joining and asking questions. It's been great as always, and hopefully you'll consider joining Cut the Kragle and I in the Discord by pressing that join and becoming a member.
Excellent. Couldn't have put it better myself. And on that note, we will leave you with this final word from our sponsor.
It's all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away. Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!